It's still off.
That's crazy.
That's different. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You about broke your mic.
All right. Hello, everybody. And Grim Reaper is Dark Matter tonight.
Woo.
God forbid poor Reaper have to go through that.
I love it. Love it.
That was great, guys. Well, welcome. Welcome, everybody. We got Granny Monster. We got Grim Reaper. We got Lynn Denton. We've got Mel, that's sexy mother. And
There you go.
we got Rebel State Sovereign. The one and only Rebel State Sovereign. I'm
Rebel.
your buddy. I'm your friend. I'm Dark Matter. Let's get it on.
Let's have some fun tonight.
That's right. Granny Monster is here, and she's got her green screen up and back because she's going to simulate a stripper pole.
That would be awesome.
We love you, Granny. You guys like all week.
I just noticed she got a green paper wall. Oh my god, that's funny. That's genius.
Hey,
right
if
there.
it works, it works.
It works.
Hey, I'm ghetto fabulous. Get off me.
I love your green screen, Granny. I love it. I love it.
Green screen Granny.
Green screen, great. That'd be a great channel name.
Yeah.
Green light.
Tell
special.
us about your green screen there, Granny. Seriously.
The green screen here is my attempt of saying I'm not sure if I have enough skills to do this, and I'm damn sure not going to go to Amazon and pay a buku amount of money.
Green screen is easy, Granny. You're gonna ace the test, and you're gonna be doing it like nobody's business. You're gonna own it.
Yep.
I agree.
However, I am gonna tell you that your paper wall needs just a little bit of help.
Yeah.
You need to work on your lighting a little bit to get rid of the shadows. That's why you get all fuzzy.
Yeah. If you get those corners to lay down on the corners of the paper, it'll work really well. Because all
Or
green
just do
screen
close-up shots.
Yep, them shadows are what's killing you.
Yeah.
They're like a Charlie Manson dating video.
Here we go.
Nothing is like a Charlie Manson dating video.
That was genius.
The only thing I could think of, Squeaky Braum is so jealous right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. She actually that's why Charlie called into the dating service. Squeaky called up and told me it was over. He's like,
Yeah.
Charlie, man, it's over, man.
I saw that comment. Granny left.
Yeah.
Video.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was late. I was like, oh, I better check and see if it says I actually got ads, because as soon as I put it up, they flagged it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was flagged immediately. Probably because they had Charlie Manson in the title. You know, I don't know.
They probably thought he was out looking for a date for real.
Oh wow! Are you advertising for dates for him? For real dates?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they flagged it immediately.
How much is a gallon of chroma key these days? Of paint, chroma key paint.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know they had it.
Yeah, they have chroma key paint that you can do walls with. I've done that for a couple guys that shoot videos, and I've done the cheap stuff at Walmart. We did fabric, just green fabric, and we've done blue, because if you can set it from green to blue, and that works also.
That's not a bad idea.
Because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing at the new house. I've got my primer and paint and all that other stuff sitting over there in the corner that I've had for a year now.
You got to send me the link to that if you figure that out. I would love to go green screen.
Roscoe Chroma Key Paint, $366.95.
That's not bad.
This was 69 cents a sheet.
Right.
Roscoe
I would invest in that.
Roscoe Paint Chroma Key, $24.99.
Yeah, and it don't have to be exactly chroma key. You can get close. Like you can paint a wall green. You can paint it green. You can get away with it, guys. You can get some cheap Sharon Williams.
Yeah, it's just got to be green, really.
Yeah.
I would go with a flat green though. Don't go with a high gloss, because then you're going to be getting a lot of reflections. And
right, I've seen guys.
Big guys.
I've seen guys 3-4 years ago.
Hey ho,
Hi guys.
You don't have to present me anymore. I think I did my part. I think we're good.
I thought I had stopped, man. Oops! I pulled the cab. Because, what's up, buddy?
I'm trying to fix some brake calipers on an old car, so I just popped in to say hi. And you are competing against Cab at the moment. You're both up at the same time.
Abs up first.
No, both at a time.
My mind is in the gutter.
He's got his thing. I got mine. You know, people will go.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are going to be over there watching his, and I'm sure there's going to be people here watching mine. And if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. I'm not up for another Cab 7 debate tonight. Last night was fun, but I'm ready to have some real fun. You know. So
let's go. Let's get it.
you know, Cab's great though. I mean, yeah, Cab's awesome.
I might do a video about fixing brake calipers in the nude. How's that?
Yeah.
That'd
Interesting.
be great. Send that into the Cab skating service.
Keep talking about car parts there.
Uh-oh, Lynn is getting worked up.
Hey,
I've got a big dipstick.
Hey, Grim.
Whoa.
Grim, you should do a cab 7 dating video and do it like from a scene out of the movie Deer Hunter.
Ah,
Yeah,
What scene?
Did you guys see that movie?
Roulette?
Yeah, probably that they would only flag that. They'd take that right off YouTube.
Yeah, they probably would.
I got some Mexican candy to do.
Roulette scene?
What are you saying, Granny?
I got some Mexican candy today.
Oh, wow.
I could totally do the whole, you can't kill me scene and 3 bullets.
It would be dramatic.
You know, the first time I really fell in love with Granny, I was in love with her, but I fell in love with her when she had asked, or she actually donated, I think, to get Josh to take his shirt off when he was working on a car.
Oh, wow.
Remember that?
I think I missed that one.
I fell in love with Granny the first time she told me I was very smooth. I was attractive. She was saying all the right things.
I fell in love with Granny when she told me her teeth came out.
Oh,
I love you, Granny.
We love you, Granny.
Granny's gonna kill me
She's
later.
gonna so smack you if she ever sees you.
Hey, Granny.
I hope so.
Hey, Granny.
Oh,
Before I forget, Granny, they do make a the foldable green screens you can put behind you. I think Noble has one.
Noble went to Walmart and actually bought the fabric from Walmart.
Right.
He said that he had to cut it and then sew it back together. To make it the size he wanted. I wouldn't, even though that's kind of cool, I wouldn't recommend doing it that way because a lot of us don't have sewing machines. But you can get one of those fold up pop out green screens like Rebel's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up on Amazon right now.
They're cheap too. Yeah.
Does anyone in the community have a spare one?
While you're looking that up, Dark. While you're looking that up, Dark, your mention about Granny's teeth now puts new meaning to the word gummy bear.
Right now, Granny, you can get an Andor, I can't pronounce it. 1.6 by 3 millimeter by 5 foot by 10 foot, 10 foot high, 5 foot wide. Background screen, 3 colors for option black, white, and green for $15.60.
Wow,
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
15.
That's great.
$15.60. Here's another one, 9 foot by 15 foot green chroma key, muslin backdrop green screen for photo video studio 3 by backdrop clamp, blah 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 blah, $28.90.
That's
Well,
not bad.
muslin's much better than the other one. The other one has ripples in it, because I bought one of those originally, and now I've got 3 muslins. I've got the red, black, and green.
All right, now check this one out. You can get this one right here for $99, Granny. Limo Studio Photography Studio Video Photo Chroma Key Green Screen Background Support Kit. 600-watt output 3-point studio photography umbrella lighting kit. $99. I don't know. If, I think that's everything you see there. The green screen, the stand looks like a. I don't know about the mic stand, but it looks like it's got the lighting. That may just be like the. We'll find out here.
That's not bad. It's not a bad price.
You get. Yeah, it looks like you get all of that.
If you get those umbrella lights and everything too, that's a great deal. And those stands alone are expensive.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you all the stands that I've bought, because I have a whole setup to do this. Because my buddy has one in his house, and the stands I bought all of them. They're old like VHS. They're the exact same stand. It's just the tops changed. I should go in another room and grab them. But I bought them all at Goodwill for less than $5 a piece.
That's not bad.
And I've got like 10.
Doc, let me ask you: is there warranty on that, or you just?
It's from. Yeah. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm looking for it.
I'm anxious to have Granny try that Mexican candy that she has.
It's from Amazon, so I believe there would be. Oh, look, green people suits.
Yeah. There's professional people who get paid to wear those suits and like fluff women's hair in these commercials and stuff, and like they have somebody in that green suit gets paid a serious amount of money to do stuff that's not natural.
Are they considered fluffers?
I guess they would be
a fluffer now.
I guess they would be.
I hate to say it, I kind of want a green suit.
Me too.
That would be so wicked. I could be anybody.
I'll get you a Hello Kitty one.
I could get a green suit. I could get a green suit and chroma key Hello Kitty on it. Hell yeah. Or Snoopy, or Charlie Brown, or Jessica Rabbit.
Oh my!
Yeah, there's all kinds of them you can get here on Amazon, Granny.
Okay.
All kinds of them. And cheap too. I mean, from very cheap to very expensive. But yeah, I think this right here would be the best deal right here.
I can't believe how much the chroma key paint still is. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's see if we can find that.
Oh, I can't believe that's so expensive still.
It didn't even look like
it'll eventually come down. I know it will. The same thing like when the Mystic color or the Chameleon color came out for like the Ford Mustang, and they started using that color changing color for automobiles. And for money. It's actually in our money.
Them little pop-ups you were talking about, man, them are like almost $40. Well, they are $40 after you pay taxes and shit.
Yeah, they're not worth now. I've seen some cheaper ones.
I don't have taxes. How's that candy, Granny? I'm like those people at the restaurant. As soon as you put it in your mouth, I'm like, is it good?
It's very chewy. And it's like coconut brick.
I was gonna say it looked like a Rice Krispie.
No, it's pure coconut.
Oh wow!
I love coconut.
Oh, it is. It's just
looks good.
It is good.
Chroma key. Oh, they got chroma key acrylic paints. Here you go. Looks like they want $79 for a gallon of it, man. That's kind of crazy.
I would buy that, depending on how much I'm going to use it.
Yeah,
I would buy that.
It'd be cheaper to get a screen, and a screen would be more versatile because you can take it. You decide you're moving or something, you can pick up a green screen and take it with you.
That is true. I can't argue with that. That is true.
I'm gonna tell you what we did. We where I shot the video where I was in PewDiePie studio, and I was telling Mel earlier, and I was in Casey Neistat studio, and et cetera, and I think I was in the Lincoln bedroom, at the White House. What we did was we just took a small sample of chroma key and went and had it matched and had the paint. I think we didn't spend more than $30-$40 Actually, no, we spent less because I think a gallon was $40, and then we didn't even use that much.
I
We
should-
painted his whole wall with it.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Wow.
go with a flat paint,
Yep.
so you don't
So
you don't get
what's
flares.
up with the fabric thing?
And see, I don't like fabric for this only reason. I like fabric because you can take it with you, but I don't like fabric because if it does get a wrinkle or if it gets torn or because like some of those green screens, like you see in that picture, they lay down to go underneath whatever in case you want
Yeah.
to stand in front of it. It hides what's behind you and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're
But you
if you're
can
gonna be
you can do the same thing with a roll of fabric and just put it on a roll rather than folding it up.
right, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the wall I know is not going to get dirty. You know what I mean? The fabric is going to collect dust. If it's depending on where you're going to shoot it. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but
I
Rebel,
like
they make this great thing. They make this great thing now. It's called a
wash
washer.
machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's
not
funny.
just that, but they have vinyl too.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a matte vinyl that
Mhm.
won't
I guess it
really
comes
get
down to
dirty
how much
either.
you want to spend, you know?
Yeah.
69 cents a sheet.
Mm.
Well, wait. How big is your section? Let's figure that because Dark's first option was $15, right? Was that with tax shipping?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
that
well,
15?
I don't know if it's I don't know if shipping and handling. What it depends because like when you buy off from Amazon, I think anything you buy off from Amazon over $25 as shipping is free. So if she was going to buy anything else, if she planned on spending between $25 and $30 on Amazon, she could get her green screen and whatever else she wanted, and up to 20, spend the $25 and then you get shipping and handling for free.
Hey, but
Makes sense.
I don't have to pay for taxes in my state.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lucky you.
So if the shipping
Hmm.
ends up, no, I'm just saying if the shipping is cheaper than the taxes, could even cut the price down there.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm saying.
I gotta
Wow.
figure out a way to set my laptop so it doesn't overheat.
Put a
and it's
spacer
not
underneath it.
pushing my feet.
Put spacers underneath it.
Put it on a milk crate.
Yeah, milk crates work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm gonna shut my camera and mic off for a minute. I'll be right with you guys.
Get
All right.
get a couple sexy Chippendales with leaves to just fan it.
Ooh.
That'll work.
And feed you grapes.
Yeah.
And then invite me over. I'll come visit you, Granny. Okay.
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
Oh my, indeed.
That's a real sexy part.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
No,
guys?
I've got to head off for a little while. I'll leave you in the background so I can hear you while I go and take the calipers out of the freezer and see if I can get the cylinders out.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
We'll sit here and talk. We'll sit here and talk
Yeah.
about you while you're working.
Okay. Bye.
Love you, man.
You know that big guy. He's
Did you guys see his dating service video?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I saw that.
That was off the hook, man. You gotta watch it. You wouldn't believe it, Scott. Yeah. He totally transformed for it. It was great.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I like when people get into character for these videos and stuff like that. And they're doing skits and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So when are you gonna do the next comedy video? Dark Matter.
I thought all my shit was comedy.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I try to be funny all the time, kind of. I mean, I don't know about funny, but I try to be entertaining. So
Well, see, you're sexy most of the time.
I know, baby. Look at all this. I mean, I got all this going on, baby.
Yeah.
Look how jealous Rebel is right now. He's like, damn, I wish I had that sexiness, man.
The
I had
ponytail. I miss the
had-
ponytail.
Oh man, I need a ponytail myself.
I'm gonna have to come up with the Dark Matter clip-on ponytail.
Yes, I would
Oh, did
definitely
you
get one of
see who
those.
we had in chat? We have quite a few people in there.
With the do-rag. Clip
There you
on.
go.
Heck yeah, man. You know what? You know how long I've had this do-rag? Years.
Problem
I bought the-
solved.
I bought this do-rag before the new millennium.
Wow.
Wow.
Y2K.
We're gonna say hi to Shalisa Shell, Amanda
Hi, Shalisa.
Outdoors,
Village
Hey, hello,
Vidiot.
Amanda Outdoors.
Village Vidiot is here. Oh my gosh,
And
you guys! If you did not see
Plumpy.
Village Vidiot's live stream, please watch the replay. His wife puts him in drag.
Oh, the
He
poor
plays
man.
guitar like D. Snyder, like no other.
My
Oh
wife
my
tried to
God.
do that to me. Village Vidiot. I told her no. Plumpy E is in the room.
I've
Hey,
got some
Plumpy baby.
thoughts for your
Hey, what's
nerve.
up, Plumpy E?
He says no replay.
Plumpy.
Wow.
Plumpy's cool. I just put him in the dark side here, I think, yesterday.
I'm something,
So,
Plumpy E.
Plumpy, you've been added, buddy. You've been added to the dark side on Hangouts. Just so
he
you
knows.
know,
He's been talking in there.
if you haven't been added, be jealous. Be
I think he's gonna say something
Wow.
else.
Yeah, and then be forewarned whenever you're trying to record a video, turn off your notifications because if not, oh God.
Yeah. Blink, blink, blink,
Yeah, I know
blink.
the struggle.
The struggle is real.
Yes,
The
it
struggle
is.
is very real.
One thing at a time.
Bumblebee, baby, what's happening?
Yo,
Glad to see you
Bumblebee.
buzz on by, brother. You know,
I'm seeing Bumblebee everywhere nowadays.
that's one thing about Bumblebee that I always love about him. He's always buzzed.
You know, my favorite sex toy makes a buzzing sound.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
wow.
Is it a bumblebee?
Okay.
Or does it have a bumblebee on it? Or maybe does it resemble?
No, it just makes a sound.
Oh, okay.
I would love to have the patent on that
Oh yeah.
and be selling that. Oh,
What, a dildo?
yes.
Wow.
You want a patent on a dildo?
I would want to own the patent.
Mm.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
Hell yeah, man. That would be some money there, boy.
You would
'Cause
make
you
a lot
be
of money though.
retired. Because it
Yeah.
started off as
Let's
medical
be honest.
equipment.
What are we being honest about?
Do we have to be honest? Can we lie?
Medical equipment for
Rebel's
Hermes.
already a dildo, so why does he have to hold a patent on it?
Wow.
Well, yeah, because you
Wow,
can't
dude.
because you can't hold that humming noise.
Isn't it more like a buzz?
I can hum better. I can hum anything better than you.
You are a great hummer, Granny.
Show your motorboat action.
Oh my God! Give us a demonstration.
Motorboat.
Amanda, outdoors. There is a link in the dark side, darling. If you want to come hang out with us, you and Garrett.
Come on.
Hello, Roadside Dan. How are you?
Hi, Road. How does it go? Well, it's been going.
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Joanne Delabasso. Hi, baby. How you doing?
Welcome to the sexy party.
You should have brought oh my goodness, now that I want to pick on her, I forget her name. You should have brought your little mod with you. What's her name? Oh, frickin' flick. Any other time I'd remember, but I would have put her in timeout for flirting with you.
You know how you turn on Lynn?
Oh.
Wow. That's funny. That is funny. Oh my. Oh wow. I didn't expect that one. You caught me off guard with that one, Rebel.
Now, if we're talking about Grim over there, we got something for him too. Hold on.
Oh my.
Is it a
You ready?
gun?
No, it's not a gun.
Oh, I have a flashlight like that.
I need a flashlight like that.
That make things interesting.
I'll go to Granny's house and be like, hey Granny.
Did
You want to help me find my puppy? Click, 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 click,
Did you see what she was going to do with her candy?
Click.
She was going to deep throat that action. Grabbing her
Almost spit
hair,
out my
too.
teeth. Oh my God.
But don't grab the ponytail. This doesn't seem natural.
Yeah.
Well, come on, we're all
Oh my
waiting. We're all
God.
waiting, Granny. Come on.
Oh my God.
I gotta ask, Granny. Now, is that the coconut candy?
Yeah, it is. It's all the way coconut.
Yeah, that shit's the bomb.
How low can you go with the coconut? Balls deep.
Oh my! Hold on. If you're gonna do that, Granny, let me present you. The world needs to see all of that. All of me.
Wait, she's about to for real? Oh my
Why
God.
not take
Do it,
all
do
of
it, do it.
me? Can't you see?
Oh no,
I
this is
ain't no
epic.
good without all. Oh
Oh.
my!
Oh my
Oh
God.
yes.
I never wanted to be.
Mm.
I never wanted to be a piece of Mexican candy so bad in my life.
I need a cigarette now.
Quite
I
good.
got one for you.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Reaper's gonna do it now.
Say it ain't so. Oh my God.
That was great, Granny. We love you.
Oh my
I
God.
have a sense of humor, you must admit.
Yeah.
Yes, we see this.
It would be better if I would have been like that, because I could have went, oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Your
Wow.
turn, Graham.
That is hilarious. Oh my God.
Present him while he does it.
You're a star, Granny. You're a star.
Porn star.
Wow.
I ain't doing shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't think we can put that live.
Demonetization.
Demonetized.
Nah. If this
Oh
don't get
my.
the golden seal disapprove, ain't nothing gonna.
Granny, I have a feeling that's going to end up in slow mo on one of Dark Matter's channels, on like one of his videos
You
One.
gotta go
for his dating service.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
I'm gonna check, Shalisa, because you should have it on. I'm gonna send you a link, okay? And I want to make sure you're in there. You were.
That's what she
Unless you
said.
left.
Mm.
No, she's in there. Shalisa, honey, I'll send you a message in
There's a lot of protein in one of these.
I can imagine. Wow.
And coconut's also good for the skin. I like to give out good tips when I'm doing these kind of things.
just a tip.
I love you, Granny.
Oh my God.
Granny's so hot right now. Just saying.
I wonder if the coconut does the same thing as the pineapple.
Interesting. I remember that. Oh my God.
I knew a girl that could do an interesting thing with an orange.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Well, she would cut both ends of it off, and then she would poke a hole through the middle of it, and that's about as much as I'm going to tell you. Use your imagination from there.
Okay. Oh my.
TDM just went live.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, well he's going to be rivaled by us. I mean, yeah. So yeah.
There you go.
He'll be over here. Maz, how dark? Why are you stealing all my people away from my stream, man?
Where's that right now?
I can't help it, TDM. I got Granny Monster in here to deal with it.
Oh my.
Do the finger wag again. Do the finger wag.
Deal with it, mama.
Wow! I got coconut stuck in the bridge of my dentures. It feels like the whole coconut is up in my mouth.
Yep.
Ow!
Yep.
Oh my.
That's what I'm gonna holler next time. I'm gonna holler coconut.
I miss the FWA meet. Lisa, man, you look hot, man. That lipstick of yours is rocking.
What was that?
Pet Monster wasn't in the audience because that would just got weird because he's like my cyber grandson. And I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm good.
What is Pet Monster in the audience?
No, I'm saying I'm kind of glad he wasn't.
Okay.
So you're like,
Yeah, that would
no.
have been creepy.
Did you know that I got a comment like some time back when someone said, "How is your husband pet monster and your daughter monster chick?"
Oh wow.
Well, it's the monster family.
What was your response?
Pet monster, you want to feel this one?
That's funny.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I hope you guys make it to the thing Saturday.
It's different times, right?
I have to be on and up and have my face on and be ready for Halloween at noon my time. Who the hell is ready for Halloween at noon?
I don't know. I'm gonna cheat this year and just put up my Halloween special from last year. I didn't really get a chance to work on anything like special like I did last year because I just didn't. You know, we had the whole all kinds of other things going on, and was Army Man Wars and the Campfire Crew Massacre. I'm doing a bunch of editing for that as well. Um, yeah, just and then live stream after live stream after live stream. Oh my God,
Live
it's
streams are the rage nowadays.
live streaming is great and it's a lot of fun. But if you don't watch it, it will put you behind very quickly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. B
I've
Grim
missed
and
a lot of
Rebel
videos.
were
I've
talking
missed
about
a
that.
lot of videos
Yeah.
lately. I feel
And
bad.
Spongy. I was wanting to ask Spongy because I was on Doors of Time's video live stream earlier tonight, and that's the first live stream I've ever seen them do. That's why I was curious because I saw Spongy had a wrench. If they've done the other ones and if I've missed them, because I feel bad if I have. I was trying to get them because they have such a large family. I was trying to get them to do the Adams Family for Halloween because there's so many of them. They could dress up and do like really cool for Halloween. You know.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, if I had that many people in my family and it had a family channel, and not just puts up family content, but a big family here at the house. You know, my kids are spread out and etc. So I would
Yeah,
definitely
things
go for
happen.
that. I mean, I would do a lot of I would do like the Brady Bunch and a bunch of other stuff. I would just
Partridge Family,
yeah, all of it. I would do it
I
all.
Waltons.
would do the Manson family.
I bet you would.
Oh, are you serious?
Why not? It's time. It's time to put that shit down.
Values.
Okay.
That's right.
You're
Are you
like you
serious
two.
about this?
I'll be like, "Hello, family. What's cooking?"
I know on the inside track that he really does not have a swastika tattooed on his forehead. And if you
It's an
go
X.
through and look through several of the photographs, you will notice that it's just as few on different parts of his forehead. What he does is he saves up his cigarette butts and he burns ash coal on the bottom of his shoes so that every time he goes on film, he has the swastika on his forehead, but it doesn't really live there. He doesn't really have one.
Oh wow,
It's an X.
Yep.
conspiracy. I like it.
Okay.
And I believe
Would.
Granny. I believe Granny Monster on it.
I'm totally.
I read a lot.
I had no idea.
Well, you know, I think he has been literally like locked up longer than anybody should have ever been locked up for a man who never killed nobody.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, now they got him for conspiracy to murder. They got him for being a what do you call it when you're I always can never remember shit.
He's
An
a fucking
accomplice.
sociopath.
Accomplice. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, literally, seriously, you know, the only reason he hasn't gotten out is because every time he goes before the parole board, he goes, "If you let me out of here, I'm going to kill all kinds of people."
So he's still in
That's
there because
exactly
of
my
fear.
point. He deserves to be
Well,
there.
actually,
He is
he
fucking
knows.
psychotic.
No, he don't. He don't. He has served more time for basically just being affiliated with some shit than anybody should have ever had to.
How long has he
Big
been in?
customers, man. That was the point. He was the fucking psycho in that shit.
Well, how long?
got
How long
need
has it
love,
been?
Reaper. Psychos need love too, man. Support your local psycho.
No,
There you go.
no, psycho need to rot in hell.
I'm here now doing it.
Yeah,
But Doc, how many years has it been?
I'm looking it up right
Oh
now.
my God! It was the 1960s.
Yeah, it was the 60s.
So Jesus. Yeah, it's been
Charles
40
Manson
40
years
plus years.
incarceration.
30, 40, 50 years.
Damn. Think of all the things that have happened in that time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's missed life in general. His life has been prison, bitch. No, I'm sure they treat him like a king in prison. Honestly, I think he's treated very well in prison. I think
He's
he has a large
currently
following there.
80 years of age.
How old is he?
82.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna die in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
And he was incarcerated in 1968.
Mm.
Wow.
Wow. He missed
So
out on a
he
lot.
has been in there for 50 years. 50 years in prison.
Wow. Wow.
That's
I
crazy.
think 49. I think he's been there 49 years. Close enough, though.
Well, 49, 50.
Yeah.
You know, my brother was born. My older brother was born in 68. That's how long he's been in prison. You know.
Wow.
So and my brother just turned 50.
Well, a lot of us weren't even born when he was locked up. So, you know.
I wasn't.
By the time I was born, he was already in prison for what, 20 years?
Well, he had been incarcerated for 5 years when I was born.
Yeah.
Manson believed what he called helter skelter, a term took from the Beatles' song and the same name. Manson believed helter skelter to be an impending apocalyptic race war, which he described in his own version of the lyrics of the Beatles' song. He believed that murders would help he would I can read. He believed the murders would
Do that again, Granny.
from the beginning of his notoriety. Pop culture arose around him, in which he ultimately became an enemy of insanity, violence, and the macabre.
Wait, if he became an enemy of insanity?
That's what it said.
That's interesting. How do you become an enemy of insanity?
Because
of pop culture.
Well, think about it. I mean, if I'm already freaking fruity nuts, good,
Yeah.
got these feelings of going over and doing bad things to Reaper's face.
Yeah.
And then this this Charlie Manson dude comes out and starts this great big freaking follow me. Let's go do bad things to the world.
Yeah.
Freaking rant. That looks bad on me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey man, how can I follow that? Fucker.
But damn, dog, you become an enemy of insanity? You know how fucking crazy you have to be?
I was totally thinking about doing that, and that damn Charlie guy got to it before I did. Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
So yeah, I can totally understand why the insanity people, insane people would be totally pissed.
I like the fact that YouTube, the group, took back Helter Skelter, the actual song.
Yeah.
Because Charlie Manson did take it from the Beatles. He really did.
Yeah.
Because they put that on the wall there at that house. Sharon Tate's house, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
There was actually a rap group named Helter Skelter. Yeah, back in the 90s.
I think I missed that one.
Yeah, no, there's a rap group named Helter Skelter in the 90s.
That's pretty rare for me. I probably know a song or two because that's all I used to do is
good.
rap.
He was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, I knew there was a reason I was really proud to be from there.
That makes a lot of that explains a lot of things.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 5'2".
I've been to Cincinnati. I tell you, I wasn't impressed. I was only there a short time too. I got there and I already couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah. What happened to Cleveland? No, Cleveland rocks. Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland. No.
Well, Cleveland and Cincinnati are actually a bit far from each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, they got a relation, so yeah. No.
I gotta say, I don't mind Cincinnati that much, really. because I dated a girl, ex Playboy model that lived in Kentucky, and we
Oh, look
drive
at
up.
you.
I didn't know at the time until later. I'll explain that story. But when we drive over the bridge, you look back at Kentucky, they had 4 lights on, and we're driving into Cincinnati, and it's a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fun times.
Oh yeah.
I think Bumblebee Junction wants to join my family.
What?
You want to come and join the family, Bumblebee?
Oh my. Oh
You have
my.
to like nomadic camping.
Oh my. You said you needed a couple of women on there. I
Yeah,
said
well,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Well, we need muscle too.
He said it
Nah,
might work out, it might not.
Granny's over there trying to give me a copyright strike.
I'm not.
Thunder.
I don't. I'm not too worried about it. Most of it is shut me down. Like, we've had enough of you and your evil ways. We're taking your tents and throwing your ass in prison for the next 50 years. It was just a YouTube video, honest.
Oh my God. Picture that. Wait,
There's
There's
what are we looking for?
We're looking at his co-conspirators and him.
Oh,
The top
oh
left-hand
wow.
side.
Oh, we're doing this right now. Okay.
Yeah, look, it's Reaper.
It's his
Oh
dad.
shit.
It's Reaper's dad.
Mhm.
That's Father Time. Father spent his
What are
time
you
in
looking
prison.
at?
That's Father Time spent his time in prison.
Oh man.
Oh Lord.
okay, enough of that already.
You okay over there, Granny?
Mm.
I'm trying to remember the lady that worked with my ex-husband. She doesn't work there anymore, and it's been many years. I can't remember her name, but she was one of them on Marilyn Manson, or not Marilyn Manson, but Charles Manson's crew. But she would stay back at the camp watching the kids.
I don't know
Wow.
why I just thought of Son of Sam all of a sudden.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't remember what her name was. It's on the tip of my tongue, but like,
that was a
Hmm.
crazy one too, man.
Yeah, yeah, I know out here in New York it was before my
Yeah,
time, but people still
yeah,
talk about it. Son of Sam.
yeah.
This is actually,
I like George Carlin's take on being a serial killer. Have you guys
okay.
ever heard it?
I don't think
No.
so. Maybe I love George Carlin when he was alive.
Oh my gosh, it's a riot.
Do you remember? Oh, you can tell us right quick?
Tell us.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, here comes the wonderful and beautiful Shalisa Shaw.
hi,
I
Shalisa.
guess
She says she's coming
this
in.
is all kind of appropriate coming Halloween is coming up.
Right.
RC buddy, welcome, brother.
God, I can't remember her name. I'm gonna have to ask him
Hi sis, how you
what
doing?
her name was.
You looking
Hi.
mighty
But she's
fine. We're talking about Charlie Manson, and well, we were talking about Charlie Manson. Now we're talking about George Carlin, and before that, we were talking about Reaper's Face, just to kind of catch you up.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Make it great, Charlie Manson.
You go to hell.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
I guess you got to take them there.
Lisa has bunny ears on. Piece of
Well,
candy.
I tend to, and you know what? I'm all out of fucking coins, so I guess you're just gonna have to wait for the ferryman.
There you go.
Yeah, I got my silver coins put up for that ride.
Highway to hell.
So hey,
AC/DC.
no,
We're on a highway to hell.
the ferryman needs to be paid.
Mm-mm.
And what's funny is that even still today, people still put money in the dead's pockets to make sure that they have money to pay the ferryman. That's weird.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's
I've seen
a
that.
part of
It's weird.
some traditions as well, like Irish, some parts Irish, Celtic, and
My family doesn't.
put coins on the eyes because that's like they're being paid for the ferryman.
Yep.
My
I've
family does it too, unfortunately.
I've done a couple of Viking burials on some some animals.
My uncle was buried with a $20 bill in his pocket. He's like, "I'll go first class."
Yeah.
He probably can't get changed. He's still here. He's stuck.
Inflation. I said, "No, you can't go." I said exact change.
Around
Oh,
here,
goodness.
your caps on the
Exploits
graves.
of serial killers. I'm always hoping they never get caught. I've compiled a list of suggestions to help them stay on the loose longer. That way, they can provide us with maximum entertainment. To the killers, if you're looking for some form of perverted entertainment and publicity, I can help you out. But it's just the way that you go about killing people. Make sure that your victims are not all the same types. Kill a variety of people: tall, short, rich, poor, male, female, young, old. Don't kill them all in a particular order. Do 2 women in a row, then a young woman, then a teenage boy. Mix some blondes, brunettes, long hair, short hair. Don't bother with prostitutes. Everybody bothers with prostitutes. Vary the types of locations where you grab your victims and vary the times of day. Try to do the homework in a heavily populated area where the murders begin with, and then move to a great big rural area out in the country where you don't see fucking anybody. Never kill 2 people in the same city within a year. Don't travel in a straight line. Randomness is your greatest ally. Kill each of your victims in a completely different manner. Do not do it in the same fashion. Do it differently each fucking time. Don't specialize. No patterns are your enemy. Dispose of the bodies in a variety of ways. Some burn, some bury, some acid, some hack up, but never do it the same way twice. When driving, make sure that you go upstate, downstate, in southerly directions, northerly directions, westwardly directions. Use cash for everything. Don't stay in motels. Don't buy a late model van. Change your car frequently. A panel van, like a pattern, is your enemy. Now, I'm rooting for you, so keep on trying. George Carlin.
He's right.
That's right.
Wow.
That was an
Bravo.
actual comedy skit,
Bravo.
guys. That wasn't like directions or anything. Don't be following these at home, okay?
No.
That's not a how-to video.
Yes. Yeah. Just so
So
everybody knows.
basically,
If you
That was
listen
a
to
I
disclaimer.
should just
he has
I
it
should
set up so that you can't possibly do it.
Say what you're
I
saying,
should
Grim
tear
Reaper.
up my notes and throw them in the fire then.
No, but there was a lot of great points there, I will add. I mean,
Yeah.
he did not bring up the whole. Well, I live in Michigan, so basically in Michigan, the proper way to do it would be to go to U-Haul, rent an industrial wood chipper, and then take the body out to a swamp and just.
No,
Okay.
there was. I know somebody was caught. Not personally know them, but I know the story. They were caught doing that, and they found one single hair in the wood chipper in a lake. And that's how
Oh, wow.
they did it too, the same way.
CSI.
Back like in the fucking 80s or the 70s, somewhere in there, late 70s, early mistaken for the Green River Killer.
There was a body just recently found in a hotel room underneath a bed. Been there 8 years.
Damn.
I moved out and came here, so you can't blame me for it.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I think the best way to probably get rid of somebody, I mean, if theoretically speaking, guys, okay, do not take any of this to heart. Don't be taking notes, and do not try this at
This
home.
is all for Halloween.
Damn.
Halloween bullshit. Yeah, right there. Do not try this. We're just talking shit. We want to make that.
I got to rip up my notes now.
All right. I guess the best way, I think, to get away with it, the best way would be to come up behind somebody and just choke the shit out of them, and then freaking hang them from something like a freaking bar in the closet or something. Make it look like suicide. Cops come in, they say, "Oh, suicide. Let's go home and have coffee and donuts." So.
No, that's a fucking terrible idea, because if you did that, I mean, they're gonna draw all kinds of shit off your clothes or your
The ligature marks wouldn't match up.
hands or anything.
Gloves, and you'd have to shave your whole body naked.
I heard the best way is a pig
Look,
farm. If you
the
have
best
a
way
pig
to do
farm,
it
you
is
can
just
get rid of
fucking get shotgun and and just shoot him in the face point blank with a 12-gauge shotgun because you can't trace.
That's too much work.
Well, then you had to reload like. Well, unless you got a pump, you could take out the face, shoot out the hands, shoot out the feet.
Yeah.
Get rid of the fingerprints and feet prints. You could actually, by shooting them in the face, you make sure you get the ears. The ears have to, because believe it or not, they can actually use the ear like a fingerprint now.
I didn't know that.
I was thinking of something more cute. I was thinking like death by fatwood.
Yeah.
I've had that
Oh,
happen
my.
to me already. I was actually stabbed to death with a piece of fatwood in the Campfire Crew massacre. So, yeah, that's.
I think you got to get some expert advice. You got to go to the mob and ask them, because there's one body that hasn't been found yet.
Hoffa.
Well, all they're gonna say
if you're gonna do it and not get caught, that's
I
the way to do it.
I think he ended up in a vat of acid. A vat of acid.
The mob's just gonna be like, look, man, if you want to really get away with murder, have a lot of money, be very, very dangerous, be a part of our crew, and we will pay everybody off, and nobody will know anything.
No.
Pretty
Because see,
much.
that defense just sounded like OJ's. Like the glove don't fit. I mean, you got lots of money.
You must have quit.
Yeah.
No, I think Hoffa is buried all right, but I think he's buried in a pylon somewhere. You know.
When they find Hoffa, that's going to be something in itself.
Stretch.
They may never find him, man. I mean,
there's that possibility.
Yeah. Personally, I think he's buried in a bridge pylon somewhere or something, or a building pylon.
He's somewhere hiding and chilling with Elvis.
When I was running a live-action role-playing game for Vampire the Masquerade, White Wolf, I was a storyteller. And one of the things that I wrote into the story is we took one of the vampires and we had like a fingernail in Brooklyn, and we had like an eyeball in Detroit, and we had like the intestines in like I think San Francisco. We had it all. We had him all over the world, so that there was no way that the body parts could come back together and reform a vampire.
Okay.
Unless we wanted to.
I thought it was like Clue. Like there's the butler in.
Oh yeah.
Such and such room did it with this.
It's like game of Clue.
Yeah. It was Reaper in the basement with his orange dildo.
Oh my! Wait, why does it have to be orange?
It's not orange. What color is it?
Same color.
Oh my!
Wouldn't it be red?
Leave the ears on. Leave them on, darling. Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Helga always gets mad when I do it. Oh, you fucker, dark! Where'd you get your ears at, Shalisa, honey?
The Dollar Tree.
Oh, they're very
nice.
Cute. You look very pretty in them, darling. I wish that was all you were in, but I mean,
why you gotta say it like? Why you gotta say it like the dude that the fucking serial killer sitting, in the study reading a book?
How you do it? Come here, little girl. We'll get some Easter eggs. Oh my! Hey, Shalisa, you want to make a big family?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm fixed.
Oh wow.
Bad, it's so bad.
You got the wheels turning in my head though now, talking about getting stabbed by a piece of fat wood. I want to carve a knife out of a piece now.
It would be hard. I mean, you just have to,
just got to be the easiest thing to carve.
Yeah, just shave it right out.
Probably so. Yeah, really. Get the edges right.
That's a great idea.
You start out with a thickness the size of your handle, and then take your saw where you want the blade to start at, and saw in horizontally on both sides till you get, like the thickness you want for the blade. You you'd have to be real careful, but you can baton from the tip of where the blade knife would be and go right straight down, and it'll break right off, and then you'll have your flat for your knife.
Exactly.
Then you wrap the handle with paracord, some 550 paracord. That'd be cool. I'd pay for something like that. Put a hole in the handle so you can hang it. Do all kind of stuff
and
with
that way, if you shake somebody with that motherfucker, all you have to do is set it on fire and burn up the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a random question for you all. If you want a random question right now, do you?
Give it up. Give it up.
Okay, where was the Hawaiian pizza invented? Is it A, Canada, B, Hawaii, or C, New Zealand?
Where was the Hawaiian what?
Where was the Hawaiian pizza invented? Was it A, Canada? Was it B, Hawaii? Was it C, New Zealand?
I was gonna say Chicago.
I'm gonna guess New Zealand just to be weird.
Well, that is incorrect.
I'm gonna say Canada.
Canada. Huh. It was invented by Sam Panopoulos. Yeah.
Sam Canuckus?
No, Panopoulos.
Panopoulos.
Yeah.
Did he have a monopoly on his Panopolis?
Oh my.
I do not know.
What does the last part of that name mean in a different language? Does anybody know?
I have no idea.
I did your mom.
It means I did your mom, deal with it, right?
Oh wow.
Because I've heard the name, with different pretenses, not pretenses, but prefixes, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's think of last names here for a second. All right, so a little while back about me buying a look at it this weekend. Last name is.
I wouldn't know.
It's Eagle Burger.
What? Eagle
Burger. You know how anti-American that is? Eagle Burger? No.
No, it kind of makes you wonder what it would taste like, though.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Would it taste like chicken or turkey?
Gonna taste like America.
Fun fact.
Slow
Hey, fun fact on this now. Fun fact. I got my Illuminati fingers out going now. Fun fact about this here, Reaper, is that originally they were torn about the state bird, and it actually was, or not state bird, but the national frickin' bird, and it was a turkey. They wanted to use a turkey.
Yeah, it was Ben Franklin.
And God, I am so glad they didn't choose that, because turkey's so delicious.
Mm-hmm. Oh my, you got me thinking about turkey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
turkey is so sexy right now.
I could eat a whole turkey by myself right now. Just go take it.
I do turkey all year long. I don't believe in just having turkey for Thanksgiving.
Right.
The first of November is coming. I am going to be Christmas music the 1st of November, because the music stations around here start playing Christmas music, and people are going to so give me dirty looks. I love it.
You're already getting a great idea for a video. I've been trying to figure out a new video. I think I got a good one. I'm not going to use a turkey though. Maybe one of those little Cornish hens.
I knew you was gonna say Cornish hen.
You're gonna burn water?
Kind of something like that. I'm gonna freeze that freaking Cornish hen and drop it in some boiling grease and watch it say, boom!
Deep fried Cornish hen. I would like to see that.
I'm with you, Mel. A deep fried turkey though.
Mm-hmm.
I got
or
the
deep
name.
fried Cornish hen.
Yeah.
Dark matter flips you the bird.
There you go. Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
The bird flipper.
Great name, Granny. Great name.
Look how pretty Shalisa is. Ain't she gorgeous? Here, let's present her. She got her pretty little ears on. She's so sweet.
Bunny rabbit.
My pretty little Michigan sister. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
I have to say,
Rebel.
that
What are you saying, Granny? What are you saying?
I
Go
said I have to say publicly, I think I owe Miss Shalita an apology because I wanted to comment on one of her videos and it never showed up, and I didn't realize that she was holding him for approval. I'm like, I think Shalita blocked me and I didn't know what I did to her.
Well, what did you say to her that had to be held for approval, Granny? That's the question.
Oh my.
Nice video, Shalita. Oh, good.
Rebel, how close to Virginia are you?
At least a state away.
Yeah, but I mean,
what part of Virginia?
Distance-wise.
Depends on where in Virginia. I mean,
I'd like to say Norfolk, but that may not be right.
Several hours. But I can meet you there if you're going.
At least
the old man's working in Virginia right now. He had to transfer from Texas to Virginia, so he's in Virginia now. And I'll probably be going out to visit. So, say, dude, let's fucking meet up and have some beers.
I'm with it. We can meet in North Carolina. That's the state in between us if you're going to be in Virginia.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Well, you got my number. We'll talk later about it.
Yeah. It's going to be a little while. I figured to bring it up. I just happened to think of it.
Sounds like a plan.
Closer than here.
True.
The Rebel and the Reaper.
We're held together. We are.
Yeah, we're kind of a wild bunch. Have you not seen us hang out before? Because that's crazy.
I need to check that out. That's a good movie, though. By the way, Wild Bunch. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Yeah. I saw that.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I think it was a blast on at YouTubery when we were all together. We all had a wild and crazy time.
I keep hearing about YouTubery though. I never been. I don't know what that's about.
You gotta go.
Don't tell me I'm not always.
You gotta watch. Mel, you got to go back into my videos or my playlist and watch the YouTubery video I did. That's where Rebel's talking about me doing storytelling that I'm really.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, there, Grimmy, old pal, old buddy, old friend. You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
No.
It's that time. You're really gonna tell me no, man? Really?
Okay. Well, tell me your idea first, and then I'll tell you no.
Last year, this time, I was rallying people for a very special event. That it was great. It was wonderful. It was beautiful, and it's going to be huge this year. And I'm going to need my intro and outro man. You're not gonna be part of it.
Have to come up with an idea. I will. Just
see. I knew you couldn't tell me no.
What's your idea?
That's what she said.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, since you did that, no.
Wait up, Doc. Do you have a dance?
Do I have a dance? Yeah, I'm in a dance.
No. Do you have a signature dance, a signature move?
Yeah. It's called the sit down.
Okay. You got to show it to me one day.
It's pretty easy. You just you get all worked up and tired, and then you just sit down.
Okay.
For me, it doesn't take that long.
Everybody has their signature move.
I think it changes with age, though, Mel. Like you had that move when you were 20, but you can't do it at 30 or 40. You know what I mean?
So Dark, does this mean that we're gonna do another Christmas story? Is that what you're saying?
I think we should all do a video together. I think we should do a cowboy movie.
Well, you can sure do one there, Pilgrim, for Christmas if you like.
That's perfect. Holy crap, John Wayne.
So, Dark Matter, since you're from Michigan, do you know anything about the Henry Ford? Have you ever been there before?
The museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks? I was thinking about going out there.
Yeah, it is probably one of the most boring damn museums I've ever been to in my life. I went in there and immediately wanted to commit suicide.
Damn, that's rough. That's rough, man.
Yeah, it is dull.
Henry Ford Hospital sucks too.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
You
we
know
just
what
spoke with
though?
him.
Here's a crazy tidbit. So I mean, Ford basically invented what we have today as the production line for all aspects of business. But did you know that the Nazis had Ford engines?
Yeah.
There was a Ford plant in Germany, and then when the Americans bombed over there, Ford actually sued the American government because of the
Yeah,
loss of
yeah,
production and money and everything.
Wow.
How crazy is
yep.
that?
I know all about that. Yep, Henry Ford was a fucking goddamn worthless son of a bitch.
I wouldn't say he was a worthless son of a bitch. I'd just
He
say
was smart. He was making money. He was a businessman.
yeah, that's it was more
He was
money.
an American trader.
Okay,
He
well,
was an American trader.
I could say that a lot about. I could say a lot of. I could say that about people that are literally in the public. The
American traders, yeah.
yeah, they're traders that are actually in our government.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
But
I'm
my
not going to
point
name
being
names.
that
Wait, all right, here's a big one for you guys.
Hillary.
Edward Snowden, traitor or hero?
That's complicated depending on who you talk to.
Don't even know who he
What are your
is.
opinions?
I wouldn't say
That's
he was a traitor. I'd say that he was brave enough to
patriot or traitor? Patriot or traitor?
what was going on.
That's
that
a
we should
hard
have
one.
known
That's
what
a
was
hard
going
one.
on.
It is, isn't
That's
it?
a hard one for me.
It's a hard one for me. Like I look at it like, if people are not protected for coming out and telling these stories, people are going to be scared to come out and say it. He thought he was going to get caught. He just luckily got away. You know what I mean? He got to be able to go to
But
another
I mean,
country.
but there's a flip side to it too. He did give out classified information.
I know.
So, Granny, what color are your panties?
What panties?
Christina,
Granny
I
don't
wear.
wear panties. You haven't been to her strip show?
Did you say chroma key?
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh my, she's got some green screen on, girls and guys.
There you go.
I'm
Oh my.
banging my turkey gravy chips and listening to being snowed in. And I live in Texas, so I think I'm safe.
Well, you said you mukbanging right quick
Mm-hmm.
I love it when she mukbangs.
all night long.
Have you ever seen her with a boiled peanut?
No, I have not.
Oh my.
Three stores I went to today and I couldn't get any nuts.
Yeah.
Actually, I
they
have
don't
seen her
sell
with the
here.
boiled peanuts. I'm lying. I did see her with the big thing of peanuts.
I have looked for boiled peanuts all over, and because you can get them in a can, boiled peanuts in a can even, and you can't find them.
They're
I
green
think
though.
it's a Florida thing, isn't it?
No, it's a southern thing. I love bowl peanuts. Man,
They're
we
not
make those
here.
Hey,
all the
Granny,
time.
didn't you do a live stream about the salty nuts one time or something like that?
I did a few.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to get a bag of peanuts and throw it in a crock pot and just slow
They
cook.
have to be green.
Yeah,
Oh, they
Oh
have
my.
green peanuts.
green. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if I can find anything like that around here.
Is that
You
like
can-
blue waffle?
oh wow.
Oh wow. You just went straight for the kill shot.
Yeah. They gotta be chroma key.
Chroma key.
Yeah.
Get some pistachio then.
Yeah. Hey, there you
I
go.
love pistachios.
I love them too. I wonder what boiled pistachios would taste like.
Horrible.
You've tried it, huh?
Well, I have to say, I wasn't able to find my nuts today, but I was able to find my grits.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Do you like
Yeah,
cheese in your grits?
I love them.
The peanuts grow in the ground dark, and the other ones grow on a tree. The pistachios have come from a tree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they're more like a vegetable.
Yeah, they grow in the
If you
ground.
ever want to make Jidlid laugh his head off, go and make a comment on one of these things and call him a goober.
I'm gonna do
First
that.
time we were talking, I said, sometimes they're called goobers, and I thought he was going to lose his mind.
Is it because of the reference to the penis, or is it because what it means something different in England?
It's something different in England.
Careful talking about penis. You're going to get Shalisa Shell all excited. I think Shalisa and Lynn has gotten a room or something there.
Yeah.
You know, it got too sexy. You're there. We bored
Don't you wish you were a fly on the wall right now?
Yeah. It got too political in here, and they were like, "Fleek this somehow."
I bet if we were in Dark's living room about 4 o'clock in the morning, I bet his bed squeaks that same sound. When you and Tina are getting it on.
Oh my God. Where somebody just made the noise.
I will be your father.
Welcome to the dark side.
No, it's not true.
Who's your daddy now?
Come to the dark side.
She even has a towel she had to clean up afterwards.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, she went from buddy to pirate. Oh my.
Oh my.
Does old Ben come into play? OB-17? Cab 7?
Oh hell no.
To get the videotape.
Yeah. Remember my dance video I did with him? Help me, Cab 7. You're my only hope.
Yeah. I love that. I like that title.
That's funny.
I believe that was the video that kicked off the So You Think You Can Dance series.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I got to bring that back eventually.
Yeah.
A lot of content, a lot of good content coming in.
I can't wait to get Shalisa Shell and Len Denton's naked dance videos. Dance videos.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Shalisa, I have a question
Dark,
for you.
You should
Go ahead.
You should have my dance video from the wedding. You've never seen anybody drop it down that low.
Well, send it to me. I'll cut it up and use it.
I'll have to wait until they get. I'll have to wait until they get the video back, or the whole wedding video back. But I'm pretty sure they're going to leave it in there because I literally was on the dance floor and all looked up and somebody goes, "How can he go that low?"
Practice.
What was that you were going to say, Lynn?
Oh my. Oh my.
I better see that when I'm in Virginia.
Shalisa,
I was going to ask.
You'd have to get me super drunk, Rebel, to see that.
Like that's a problem.
We plan to get you super drunk when we see you next time. Anyway, get you super drunk and then take advantage of you. It'll be like
Can I record it?
Yeah, it'll be like a certain bachelor party we were at this year.
That's how people get shot.
There you go. Just putting it out there, right?
Oh man,
Shalisa, are you kin to Annie Oakley, or you just admire her picture, or what brought that about for your icon?
Well, somebody sent me an email of her one day and said, "Look, she looks exactly like you." And I was like, "Holy crap." And then I started YouTubing and learning how to use a computer, and I didn't have a digital camera, and I needed to use a picture for my channel. And I asked my son, I said, "Can you take this email picture and use that? Because she looks like me." And it just kind of stuck. And
that's cool.
Unfortunately, the guy who sent me that beautiful picture is dying really bad right now. But bless his heart for sending me that picture, because I really like having that for my profile picture.
I like it. I've always liked it. I always looked at it and I was like, what? The first time I saw it, I was like, wait, hold on. Wait, yeah.
I showed it to my mom and she was so confused, and then she realized it was Annie Oakley and she started wondering who she was. Wondering
your mom's thinking,
wondering if we're related or somehow.
Your mom's like, wait, did they switch the kids at the hospital? Who's the dad again? The bitch caught me.
Like, who's that again?
Yeah, she got 4 daughters by 4 different guys. So.
Nobody's judging. Nobody's judging.
You can go fuck yourself.
Oh my.
Oh well.
Yeah.
How'd we go from Annie Oakley to go fuck yourself? What happened?
Spread the love around.
Look, I fuck myself at least times a week. Okay, so tonight's not the night.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh my, oh my.
that was rough.
Do you sit on your hand? That's the question.
Wow.
That is classified. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Sit and spin.
Oh
Not to mean
my.
like that. I meant like to make it numb. The stranger. The stranger.
Use your
Dr.
left
Strange
Oh,
love.
this is new. Pamela Henderson, you've never felt so different. Come in, come in, Lance
Oh my.
Armstrong. Come here.
Well, guys, Shalisa, Rebel, Mel, Lynn, Grim, Dark, I'm about out of here.
All right,
I love you
guys.
guys. I really do.
Love you too, darling.
We love you too.
Love you too.
Love you, Granny.
With your
Glad to have you around.
Bye,
Thank you for
Granny.
the Mexican candy.
I'm gonna. Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Granny rocks.
Later.
She does. She's super sexy, baby. I mean,
Awesome
how
individual.
many grannies will come on your live stream and deep throw a piece of Mexican candy for you? I mean,
One.
Not many.
One.
one.
That's it.
Can you imagine asking any other granny to do it? They'd be like, "Oh, you dirty little boy, you get the party."
Oh my.
I
Granny
can't
did
You
it.
don't know my
Granny did it like
grandma.
Granny did it like a champ, though, boy. She,
Ah. Well, practice. I mean, here's a
Oh wow.
Ask Reaper, he'll tell you.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's classified. You can't talk about that.
That was wow. Okay. Yeah, moving right along.
because we love Reaper so much.
Yes, we do. Oh wow.
He'll get me back. He will. He always does. Yeah. I'll be sitting here. He'll be like, "Hey, Dark." I'll be like, "What?" He'll be like, "Eat a dick."
That's funny.
Yeah. So, bitch. He knows I love him. He's a good boy. Look how pretty he is. Don't you want to just pinch his cheeks? Stand up and turn around so we can pinch your cheeks.
Oh no.
Don't forget to slap it too while you're pinching it.
Wow.
First of all,
Oh my.
you got to be able to reach that high, Dark.
Don't you worry.
Wow.
I come complete with a stool. And she's
Yeah,
gonna, it's going to be on your
you're gonna need a
chest.
fucking step ladder. You're gonna need a step ladder.
Oh, no, I'm bringing a step later, but I come complete with stool. It's going to be on your chest.
Yeah, well, I prefer to have the stool samples on your forehead and not my chest. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, hey, whatever
Wow.
turns you on, big man.
Don't forget the mushroom stamp while you're at it too.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about stuff that turns people on, I mean, have we not addressed Lynn's photo where she just all like,
Oh my god.
You got to present it. You got to present it.
We have addressed this photo. We have addressed this photo before, but I think it's worth going back into.
Oh
You see,
no.
like, okay. Hello, everybody.
I'm willing and ready, big boy.
How you doing? You do look very surprised in that picture, dear, and happy.
That is true.
Is that all to me?
Somebody needs to inform RC over there that this was always a sexy party. He looked confused.
Yeah, it got confusing there for a minute when he started talking politics there, RC. But we're back on track now. I mean,
Well, we weren't that long. We weren't that long into that. That was a second.
Long enough.
Yeah,
Long
no,
enough.
no.
I had enough of that shit last night.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're not gonna do that tonight, though.
That's right. I'm
You
2
two
foot
say
tall
that
with
now.
a 10-inch tongue.
No, we're good. We're good. This is sex and more sex.
Well,
What?
Not yet, but hopefully it'll get there.
What?
There's a lot of dudes up here. We could use more. You know, we could use.
Well, yeah. You know what I mean, Doc. You know what I mean.
At least one more, anyway. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
Mel's
it could be
Mel's
done that
all
way. I
like,
mean,
hey, everybody, we're having sex, and more sex, and there's only
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
some young Christian boy somewhere's going sex. Where?
Oh,
Oh, we're still presenting
I
Portland.
I flashed some Amish boys once.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
I know exactly what
I love you so much right now.
I know exactly what Mel over there is thinking. Mel's like,
I bet
I
you
would love to
excited
dream of some young guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet. I bet you
you're
excited
too
their
much.
Rumspringer.
Oh my God, that's too
Me
much.
and a buddy, we were out scouting looking for a good place to go canoeing, and we were in Amish country, and he was like, "Come on, Schlesa, flash some young Amish boys. You'll make you'll make their whole lives. They'll never forget it." Oh, you just okay, fine.
Oh wow.
You got to ask yourself, what do you think they said afterwards? You know, I mean,
No one's ever gonna believe this if you don't.
Well, you know, the Amish people here are all fruckaholics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they go to the club. I mean, they literally you go up to the city, you will find like a whole congregation of Amish people getting drunk and hitting on freaking college girls, and you're like,
The ones
that
from the little buggy will come into town, and every time there's a buggy that comes into town, stops at the liquor store, and the guy's carrying a 12-pack to the buggy every time.
Can you picture?
I got a
Can you
question.
picture an Amish sexy party?
No, that would be like, okay, everybody, turn up the lights.
And we're gonna wrap you in these sheets.
No, that's not.
I would just like to throw this out here that when the Amish party's a shame because they get really freaking wild.
I would say so, man. I would say they get wild. They have a lot of kids.
It's a different kind of wild, but yeah, and there's a whole lot of freaky. You know, behind the scenes, there's a whole lot of freaky going on there.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's everybody.
It only happens every once in a while, you know.
All right, now we know what Grimm's idea of the perfect sexy party is.
No electricity.
In all seriousness, that's a good question. What would be? And we'll start off with Grimm. What would be your idea of the perfect sexy party? I mean, like for real, in real life to you. What I mean, if you could have any kind of sex, I mean, like get down, get dirty, funky, hot, nasty, steamy, sweaty, dirty sex.
Oh my.
No bars held.
From sexy party to hot making love. Make up your mind.
You go.
Well,
yeah.
Hey.
we skipped the whole party bit there, Dark. We went straight into porno.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not talking about porn here. I'm talking about your own very personal sexy party. I'm using sexy party in general, but because like our sexy parties are lame compared to what I would like do in my mind if I could, you know.
Yeah, no, you can't do that on YouTube. Oh my God.
YouTube would be like, get the hell out of here and don't ever come back. You dirty freak, you.
It'd be a strike, a ban, and a demonetization.
Oh, and there goes I'm out.
Would not be on YouTube or the internet, period, because it involved a lot of muscle cars, a lot of alcohol, a lot of field donuts and trucks and freaking you name it. Helicopters would be involved.
Damn.
Beach funny.
Helicopters. What are you doing?
Yeah, there would also be a lot of cigars. Yeah.
Dropping mofos out the sky.
Yeah, you might as well just be hardcore, man. I'd have to literally the book of secrets for you to know all what would happen at my sexy parties.
Wait, helicopters, Grim Reaper?
I did say
Wait,
helicopter.
There would be people up there fucking doing it on the props and shit. some people in the front seat, like 10 people having an orgy in the drop off at the bay of it, you know, with the 50 caliber machine guns
No,
on
I
each
was
side.
actually thinking more of I was thinking more of like some really hot chicks and plate carriers drop below with machine guns and breaching my doors.
Your back door.
Oh, wow.
No.
Wow.
I had to know, you know.
but Rebel's face, look at him, he's like, how many explosive breaches? Who's back? What?
Hell, I would have been happy.
No, I was like, oh, wow.
And
When he said your back door, that's where I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh my.
Mine would be probably the idea of like maybe a Roman bathhouse type orgy.
Oh wow, you're going all the way there.
Yeah, all the way there, baby. That would be hot. Just
Where the women weren't scrawny.
it was scrawny.
Wow.
I don't care if they were big, scrawny, whatever, man. Just some straight up funky, all over the place in the tub sex.
Oh wow, you're just going all the way there.
Throw a couple of bottles of Mr. Bubble in the pond and just have at it, boy. Woo!
Mr. Bubble in the cement square pond.
The best freaking sex that Mr. Bubble ever had. I tell you what.
Mr. Bubble, wow.
Yeah, mine would totally be.
I'm starting to think mine's his team.
Yeah, my sexy party would definitely be a mixture of one of them teenage coming to age films, movies, and Black Hawk Down all in one.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know, now we gotta get to Lynn and Mel and Rebel. Which one of you guys want to go next? Rebel, how about you, buddy?
There you go.
I think I should probably be quiet, actually.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, because if I get into it, then I'm just gonna blow everybody's mind. I'm gonna give you guys way too many ideas.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you.
You're definitely up next. Then let's present you to the room.
Oh shit!
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep it PG. If anybody would have filmed anything in my teen years, my 20 years, my 30s, when I was just buck wild crazy, like just didn't care, it would have probably went viral on Pornhub. To tell you the truth, I'd probably have the #1 viral videos. The shit I did. The shortest amount of time I ever had sex was out of a plane, skydiving.
Mm-hmm.
We had to get a lot of hours in North Carolina to be able to jump together, and that was the shortest time I ever had sex. Was jumping out of a plane over the state of North Carolina. Wow. I'll just leave it there.
I think it was everywhere in the sky.
There's not much I haven't done. Like I don't know. Like the first time I ever got caught having sex, it was at Lake Greenwood. My dad showed up in the morning and kicked me in the head. Picked me up. I was on the ground outside on those blow-up mattresses by the lake with 6 girls, and he said, "Son, wait, get up now." He gives me that father-son talk as we're walking back towards our place. He said, "Your mom's been up all night worried and sick about you." And he's like, "If you slept with one of those girls, you better use the condom." That was the first thing he said, and I was like, whew. Thank God. So my thing would just be, I don't know, I've done it all in the teens, 20s, and 30s. I'd probably just, ultimate sexy party, just probably go back to that. I'm going to tell you, those years, those 30-odd years, just plus. Yeah, there's not much. Sex in public, yeah, no problem.
Oh, no problem. Wow, look at you.
None.
Sex in public.
I've had an audience like you wouldn't believe, first time,
They're like, damn, I thought that was going to last long.
Does some crazy stuff. Like I said, the shortest one I ever did was like out of a plane. That's the only, like, otherwise I'm an Olympic superstar. Like
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
Whoa,
Better just knock on my door.
There.
Better just knock on my door and tell me, all right, now it's time. It's been, we got to go to work. You know what I mean? Like it's,
wow.
You need to come on with it. So.
All right. Well, now that we bored the panel,
My bad.
With us guys, let's give them what they really want. Now here's something that we know you'll really like. Lisa, darling, you're up, baby.
No.
She's like, you can't handle all this dirty.
She's got the Playboy bunny ears on. She can handle it.
Yeah.
You give us the
I
PG
had all
version.
my dream sexy parties. To be honest, I spent the last 10 years on dialysis and I lost my sex drive, and I ain't been interested in any of that. But man, I got this new kidney, and last week it all came back, and I'm a 40-year-old woman going through puberty again, and I don't know what to do.
Oh my.
Nice.
I ain't had any hormone emotions or nothing for 10 years, and now it's all coming back.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Heck yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a
it
good
means I'm
sign.
healthy. I just don't. I was glad. It was kind of nice not having crying spells, horny spells, girl time. Man,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm glad last week is over.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh.
You know?
40-year-old woman just went through puberty.
That's all great.
It'll last me in a month, maybe. Maybe after I have a little time of feeling normal again, I might be able to come up with a dream sexy party. I think I've had all my dream sexy parties.
Oh, that's a good answer, I guess. I mean,
And a lot of fun in my 20s.
Yeah. Oh hell, I had a lot of fun in my all the way up to 20. I was that little boy down the road that was like, "Hey girl, you want to play doctor?" I was the little boy that all the little girls' mamas told them about. You stay away from that one there.
I got that talk.
Mm-hmm.
Year old boy once. What are you doing? Trying to play doctor? Oh hell no, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. Okay, I'll do it later.
That's it, Reaper. We're sending Tommy home.
Oh my God.
That's not right.
That's not
right.
I know, but I couldn't help it.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's crazy.
It was funny though. I love you, man.
So Nancy never let her son come back to your house, huh?
The funny part about it is
Poor little Tommy.
Tommy invited him over the next day for a sleepover.
Was that like Tommy Boy?
You know what, Dark? How about you just go eat little Tommy's dick?
Wow. Wow.
All right, we gotta go, Lynn.
Huh?
She's trying to escape. Don't try to escape. You know what we mean.
Mine's too R-rated for YouTube, but so I'm gonna PG it up, and I'm just gonna say, how about just the missionary position?
We didn't say boring.
What you mean? Wait. So you mean you weren't going to go into face down, ass up? That's what I like to bug?
Oh man! Oh my God!
I like to shove his face in the dirt and fucking go to town. What are you talking about?
There you go.
She likes to be the man. Take it. And Reaper's like,
put on the strap on, you know.
Oh no.
You like how I got out of that one? Dark knows a couple of my private stories, so we're not gonna go there.
I'm not telling them. That's moving on.
Oh, the look on Mr. Bubbles' face.
Oh my! What you doing?
So,
What Mel's sexy party fantasy?
I mean, it would be sophisticated. I mean, I could see white tigers and blow torches and cages and food and all kind of fancy stuff. Maybe a Ferrari in the middle somewhere. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
you
like a
got
rap video. It's like a rap
Yeah,
video.
yeah. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna try to have fun.
I
I'm
can
gonna try to have fun.
I can hear Sir Mix-a-Lot in the background.
Yeah. You know
Baby
what I
got
need
back.
though? I need some intro music though before I start.
Actually, I'm gonna feed off of Mel's little party there, and I'll say, in a dungeon, and all of you guys would be locked up in cages, and me and Shalisa would be outside wearing pleather and freaking having whips and chains.
Pleather?
Oh, why?
Who's next, mother effers?
Oh my! Oh my! That sounds like that's gonna be very fun.
On your knees and lick my boots.
No,
like
it would be lick
S&M.
for Shalisa. It'd be like lick my fat wood, bitch.
Shali, ooh, oh my!
There she
hold
goes.
On, hold on. Can we get? Can we get? Wait.
What happened? Whoa, what's going on?
Can we get it?
Lick it, lick it, lick it.
Hey,
Mrs. Lick it.
Oh
You
my!
can do it, honey. You can
God.
do it. Lick it. Just the tip. Lick the tip. Lick the tip.
Hop there, baby.
Oh my!
Come on,
God.
break out, Mr. Bubbles, and give him a lick. There you go.
Oh
Look. Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
You might be at the party.
Uh-oh. Well, that just woke up everybody.
He's bringing the red wine.
Oh my God!
I can't believe you guys got me laughing so hard.
I need a cigarette after that. I don't even smoke.
I need a cigarette after that too.
I like Mel's response. He's like, party.
I like that tongue action. What are you talking about?
Let's go.
I agree with Mel said, because I use that as a Facebook status, man. Life needs background music. It does, real life.
Yeah.
You need that music.
Well, all they would have to do is put a small computer chip in your tennis shoes with a speaker on each side, so when you walked, it played your theme music.
Yeah.
There you go.
When I walked across the room, it would go da 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 da.
Mine would just be Pornhub music.
Oh my God! You need to have different music for different things.
Slow hard rock, where I have to walk in slow mo everywhere I go.
Did he say blow hard rock?
Blow hard rock.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
Or slow rock or something like that.
I think I would just use my YouTube playlist. I got a YouTube video playlist with all the songs I like. I just want the commercials out of it. I'd have to do the YouTube Red.
Yeah, I actually have YouTube Red.
Yeah, I'm saying for like life though. For life.
Oh, is that for life? Oh wow.
Yeah. Because I got a pretty good playlist on my YouTube channel of just music. Yeah, I just got it listed as music, and I'm still missing a few hundred songs that I want to add to it.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh, we're putting Bumblebee Junction to sleep. Now, I don't know what kind of sexy parties he goes to, but man, I'd like to hear about him if we're putting him to sleep.
Do you want me to put a glove on and take you to the other room, Bumblebee?
He likes it.
Shalisa knows what I'm talking about.
You're gonna feel a little pressure here, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, she's gonna try to get you to break off your little sticker.
Bend over slightly. It's not gonna hurt.
There you go.
I'll put a little bit of numbing cream on it too for you.
Do bad. He's gonna do bad things.
Feel that PG version. We haven't even got into the other stuff. Oh my. We haven't talked about the peanut butter yet.
Oh wow.
Milk in the prostate. Milk in the prostate.
What'd you do with the dog, Mel? Instead of waxing the
No
puppy.
comment. No
Oh.
comment.
He's like, well, I couldn't find a tiger.
There you go. There you go. The tiger was busy.
Rawr.
Yeah, well, in Mel's case, it wouldn't be "Eye of the Tiger"; it'd be "In the Eye of the Puppy."
Oh my
They're
god!
doing it doggy style.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it doggy style. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Sound effects not included.
I guess that sound chip would work great for beds too.
Yes, yes it would.
In Mel's case, it would start playing some Barry White. Hello, everybody.
Oh my!
Let's get it
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Shaft theme
Get it
song.
on.
Yeah, definitely.
Shut your mouth.
Oh my god! Too much.
Just a tip.
In Reaper's case, it would be Rick James. Play that fucking music, why?
No. He might be able to step up to Super Freak. He might be able to step up to Super Freak.
He's a freak. A super freak.
Super freak. Super freak.
He's super freaky.
Rick James, bitch.
He's all right. Oh my god.
You got to admit, man, when the comedy came out of Rick James, this guy was a mastermind.
Yeah, Chappelle.
Yeah, when the David Chappelle show happened, that was, dude, his comedy skits were so funny, and then you got Eddie Murphy's brother on there telling these.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy telling these horrendous stories. And you just follow along, man. Once they hook you, they're just pulling you along. That's it.
Pretty much.
Bringing, those guys are freaking awesome. Like when they did the episode with Prince.
Yeah, I was about to say that's my favorite one.
Yeah, and they're playing basketball. He's like, and he makes some pancakes. That's, oh my god, dude, that's just,
He played basketball in his
David Chappelle. Yeah, David Chappelle was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he was definitely.
I hated to see him go, and then he tried to make a comeback. I wish it had been solid when he came back, because
it was too late then.
Yeah, he was on point. I still don't think it's too late, man. They're comic geniuses.
No, I'm talking about for the particular show. I said it's too late for the show.
Yeah.
You know, even like Eddie Murphy, I think he tried to make it. He's trying to make a comeback, but he just don't. Where Eddie Murphy went wrong is he tried to be the Family Guy.
No, he got caught with the transvestite prostitute.
Oh, nobody cares about that.
Not really. Nobody cares.
No. I mean that blew up, and then his career kind of like, because he was the Family. I mean, he was a Family Guy. He did. What was that cop thing he always did? 48 hours.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills
Cops. Yeah,
did
48 hours, and then all those different things.
They said he actually broke a record with that movie because they said the F word so many times in there.
Oh.
Like if you ever counted, it's like a couple of 100 times they said the F word.
I'm sure. You ever seen him do impersonations of people like he just meets?
Yeah.
That ain't
He's good at that.
No. I mean, I saw the F word 112 times in a 20-minute video on YouTube once.
No, but if you ever watch Beverly Hills Cop and you count how many times they use the F word, it's staggering. It's staggering.
I always thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, it is funny. It is funny.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool about it is they even did it in a way that made it entertaining.
True.
You remember when he did Raw and he showed up in that red leather get up?
Yeah, it's Michael Jackson outfit.
Yeah, it looks like the Michael Jackson outfit. Because remember the old jackets that the Thriller jackets that he had. Michael had. MJ.
It was red, but it was an off red.
Yeah.
No, I mean it wasn't. It was more of a. It wasn't quite burgundy.
What, it was like an orange red?
Very close. Very close.
Yeah, no,
it's kind of like it's like in between blood. Is that in between blood color? Like
He was one of my favorite comedians for sure, and David Chappelle. I can think of a few other. Richard Pryor, same thing.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
thing.
Richard Pryor was
Richard
awesome.
Pryor was awesome, man.
And I
Yeah.
thought George Carlin was really good too, man. Especially like when Granny brought him up earlier, like his political comedy and stuff. Like he broke stuff down. It was funny, man. It didn't
Yeah, no,
matter.
definitely.
Yeah, and he offended
Well,
people.
you remember the skit he did about the little kid pulling on his pecker or what? I don't remember what the hell it was. He's like, "Oh, the poor little fuck."
I think one of my favorite movies was Jackie Gleason and Richard Pryor in The Toy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that was a great
I've got
movie.
that movie. I actually watched that a while back, and that's one of my favorites.
In the early '80s.
Well, you know who was
that.
funny as hell? Jackie Gleason. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I mean,
I still watch The Honeymooners.
He would be so ridiculed today. I mean, unless of course he changed, because I mean because I mean.
I already know where you're going, Doc. I already know.
Yeah. Sexist, racist. Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. All of the above. And the funny thing about it is that he owned it.
Well, you know who would really have to change nowadays? It would be All in the Family, Archie Bunker.
Yeah,
he actually
did.
He actually did change. He just died. He just died back in like I think early 2000s. Him and Nita's both are gone now.
Oh, wow.
But he actually Archie Bunker played in what was it called, In the Still of the Night or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He played that Louisiana or Mississippi cop or wherever, you know, that
I know what you're saying. It's not. Was it Smokey and the Bandit or something like that?
Oh, no. You're thinking of Jackie Gleason still.
That's Jackie Gleason again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because he was like, I'm gonna slap your mama in the mouth.
Was it Heat of the Night?
Yeah,
was it Heat of the Night.
Heat of the Night was Archie Bunker. Well, he had a different name, but it was Archie.
Yeah, no, I know you're talking about though. It's
So
Heat of the Night.
He actually spun himself around, you know.
Was he on Hill Street Blues too?
I don't know.
He might have been, but it could have been another guy that looks like him.
True.
Because Hill Street Blues was it.
In the Heat of the Night.
Bumblebee is what now?
Bumblebee's back.
It's time for a random Lynn joke. What do the mafia and pussies have in common?
I would like to know.
One slip of the.
Go ahead.
One slip of the tongue and you're in deep shit.
Oh,
nice.
Ew.
It's the difference between a dick and a Rubik's Cube.
You can figure out
This
a
has to be
Rubik's
interesting.
Cube.
The more you play with it, the harder it gets.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I think we need more random jokes.
Because if the ugly one's playing with my dick, the softer it's gonna get. I'm just saying.
Beauty's only a light switch away.
Man, I tell you what, man,
pills for that, honey.
It don't matter what it looks like. I've been around you, man. If it's got titties, man, you're game.
Did you hear what I said, Reaper?
No, that's actually not true at all.
Beauty's only a light switch away. Eddie Murphy.
I seen you looking at that cow out there in the field that one night.
What the fuck? That was you looking at the cow, fucker.
Yeah, we were in YouTuber. You were looking across the field. You were like, "Moo, baby."
So what's the difference between your wife and your job?
Okay. When we walked outside the garage, all I heard was "Meow." Matter. I feel good.
Your job still sucks.
After 5 years, your job will still suck.
Yep.
Oh, no.
That's the truth.
What's the difference between oral and anal sex?
$100.
Hygiene.
I used this one before.
That's funny.
Oral sex makes your day, but anal sex makes your whole week.
Oh, wow.
Oh my. Yeah, Bumblebee got excited. He had to go rub out a problem, but like Mafia.
Oh my god.
What does?
So what's the difference between a push-up bra and a bag of chips? Why are they, or how is a push-up bra like a bag of chips?
You can't eat just one.
Oh,
No.
False
once you
advertising.
open it, you realize it's half empty.
Oh.
One more, and then we're gonna go back to our little sexy party. What do you
Yeah,
call a
yeah.
deaf gynecologist?
Happy.
A rapist.
Gynecologist.
A lip
Wow.
reader.
Oh.
Nice.
That was good. That was
A
good.
lip reader or a lip eater?
Lip reader.
Oh, okay.
I was good with happy. Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my.
Time for some random presenting. Brought to you by Dark Matter.
There you
For
go.
all of your Grim Reaper needs, please be sure to go over and check out Grim Reaper. He's a happy, he's a jolly, he's a little horny by golly. Yes, you too can get your own Grim Reaper right here on YouTube. Thank you. Now back to our scheduled programming.
You're welcome.
Welcome back.
He's happy, he's jolly, he's just a little horny by golly.
Oh my.
All right, let's tell some stories.
What kind of stories?
Yes, do tell us some
You mean
stories,
like-
Rebel. You said that you had some fun
The time you
action
got
going on
caught,
when you were
the
younger.
Wait, the time you got caught, or I already told that one, or the I don't know.
I want to know about the ex Playboy bunny you dated.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I met her.
that'd be
I
a
met
good
her
story.
here. I met her here on vacation, and so she was here on vacation. It was one of those wild weekends, and it was a Saturday. I'd stopped at a little convenience store. It was on the boulevard to get some aspirin because my head was pounded. And I knew I needed to start drinking to get over the pounding. And so I went in the gas station. She was doing this. She's just doing the same thing, and we both reached for the bottle. We started talking, and then asked her if she wanted to go for a ride on a motorcycle. We did. We rode to her hotel, and I met her roommate. They were here hanging out, and this is her roommate in Kentucky. Lo and behold, we worked it out, and I used to leave my car at the airport in Myrtle Beach, and I would fly to Kentucky and pick up her roommate's car while her roommate was doing the opposite, and she would use my car when she's in Myrtle Beach, and I would use her truck to go visit her roommate. And she was in the shower one day, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm laying on the bed, and I'm like waiting for her to get out of the shower, and I see a bunch of books over there. She was studying to be a physical therapist, and I see all these books laying over there, and I see her PT books, and I had most of them, so I was just glancing through a couple of them, and then I see a Playboy magazine laying there, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" So I open it up, and of course you look for the centerfold and all the other stuff, and then boom, there she was in the book, and I was like, "Wait a minute, hold on." So I had that conversation with her when she got out of the shower, and she had taken the picture in front of an old, or pictures plural, in front of an old general store that's there in Kentucky. And of course, she had to move from that part of Kentucky to the other part of Kentucky where she was living, and near Lexington, because everybody kind of ragged her after that. You know what I mean? That's how it worked out. I didn't even know she was, but she was hot. And her sister, I mean, not her sister, but her roommate was even hotter. That was the crazy thing.
That's true.
I tried to get
everything.
into Playboy once, but he was like, are you willing to do full frontal? I was like, no, and he was like, well, I'm sorry, we can't use you then. Some bitch.
Damn hell.
Oh my.
May he rest in peace.
Oh, but did you hear that they're wanting to put the first or Playmate, whatever they want to call it, in Playboy. He died.
It's gonna happen.
I hate to say it, but I think that's false advertisement.
Oh my God. It's gonna happen though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it should never happen.
Didn't Jenner
Never.
make or whatever Caitlyn Jenner now? Caitlyn Jenner, didn't she make the cover of Time? I could be wrong.
But Time, that's not Playboy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you can make that magazine, Playboy. You go from a Wheaties box, right, as an athlete to the cover of Time.
That's apples and oranges.
Well,
with
the Caitlyn thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a gay basher or anything like that. I think people should be what they want to be, but the thing that bothered me with the whole Caitlyn thing and Bruce Jenner thing was they gave him the Medal of Courage.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit much, but it was politically correct.
That's the problem. We're not going there.
I know. So I just threw it out there, though. I just threw it out there. I know. Joke.
Let's go back to joke time or something.
How do chipmunks hold their nuts?
All I'm gonna say is, if I just like randomly pick up a Playboy magazine in somebody's bathroom and I start fapping it off, and I find out that it was a transgender person, I am suing Playboy for false advertisement.
I have a Bill Clinton joke. I don't know if I should tell it though.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. You want to hear this joke? You sure?
It's Bill Clinton, of course.
Man, we have been in worse places.
Okay, well, so here's the joke. Bill Clinton was stressed to sign an abortion bill. He a hotly contested abortion bill, right? So he goes back to the aide, and the aide is saying, "You need to sign this bill." He's saying, "No, I'm not going to sign the bill. Just pay it."
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did nobody else get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I actually hung out with him.
Fix. I'll be right back.
That's the one thing I don't like about YouTube. Like right now, I can share a picture of me and Bill Clinton hanging out. That was a wild night.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
What? Try to put your arm around him when you're drinking. Try to put your arm around him and be like, and make a funny joke. Watch what this Secret Service does. Yeah, man, they grab your hand like they let you know. Don't touch him.
Do they transform when they do it?
I didn't see the lizards, but man, I'm gonna tell you.
I didn't see the lizards. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that show V. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was trippy.
Remember, like the original V, like you had to have those glasses and everything else, and all the stuff.
Yeah, that was bugged out. I was afraid of those things.
Speaking of going back to the Playboy model thing,
that's what bugs me about the new writers and creators is they have no imagination. They go and they swipe our shit when we were kids, and then they try to redo it and make it worse. What the hell is up with that? You have more technology than they had back then, and you can't come up with something better. I mean, come on. I mean,
you mean like how they fuck up all the superhero movies now? That they've been redoing them and making them younger and younger and younger and changing the stories.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Fucked up the comic books. It's like they didn't even read the comic books, and they're just like, "Hey, we'll just do this because it's similar to the last movie." No.
Yeah. It happens though.
Speaking of Playboy models, do you guys know who Sarah Jean Underwood is?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know who she is? I went to high school, we went to the same high school.
Oh wow. Was she hot back then?
I'd have to pull out my yearbooks.
Well, with a name like Underwood, she'd have to be a playmate. Oh my.
Oh my. Mm-hmm.
And do you know Derek Anderson?
Somebody spent a lot of time Underwood.
He's a football player.
He
went to my high school too. I went to school with him.
Oh well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would suck? Going back to like your 10-year or 15 or 20 or 30 high school reunion, right? And everybody's, like being judged. And you're there like in Bill Gates's like class. Like, what'd you do with your life? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bill
I
Gates.
don't know if I would go.
You know what I mean?
I would skip that one.
Yeah, he's pulling up in a helicopter. You know.
He has Grim Reaper driving the helicopter.
Can you
Mhm.
imagine having to go to that high school reunion with him there?
Oh no,
Grim?
I couldn't do it.
Or Bill Gates.
He said with Grim or Bill Gates.
Yeah, I bet
Oh,
I
well,
bet you his.
luckily, I skipped my high school years. I was homeschooled through all that shit and part of my college years. So I don't have to go up there to the class and be like, what I do with my life? Everything.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is most likely to succeed with Reed. Most likely to hack the Bank of America.
Right.
There you go.
We should look up his high school picture right now.
Probably not.
It had high school and then wound up going to high school reunion and all that other jive. I'd walk in there in a nice clean cut suit, hair slicked back, trim my beard, and fucking word to anybody all night long. And just make them one.
Oh yeah.
Get the little earpiece. Hey man, how you been? Good. Get the fuck away from me.
That's crazy.
Oh my.
All right, so I want to hear somebody else's stories. Tell your stories. First time you got caught or whatever else. Whatever you want
First
to tell.
time you got caught.
Got caught doing
Got
what?
caught doing what?
Yeah,
Lord.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, I never got caught doing the other thing.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have any good stories right now.
There's that one story. Everybody's got some story.
Yeah, I got stories. I'm trying to think of a good story. I got bad stories.
I got a funny story
I've
about
got a lot of stories, but technically I should probably not put any of them on YouTube ever.
not using them.
Yeah, see, there you go.
You just can't use names.
There's nothing I want to talk about. I got caught at on YouTube.
Come on,
Well,
Josh. It has to be one
No,
day.
everything I got to talk about, I haven't been caught at. I just did it either openly or I just still haven't been caught yet.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Exactly. Good call.
You ever had sex in the back of a police car?
Oh no, I haven't been that far. No, oh my god.
Oh my.
No.
I'm like Dark said last night. I'm pure as driven white snow.
I didn't know they had cameras in the back of this thing.
Hey, Rebel, ask me that question in about a month.
All right. Got you, buddy. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a little too deep for me.
Okay, well, where is the freakiest place you've ever had sex?
Mm.
In the sky.
Backseat of a pickup truck. It's about as weird as it gets for me.
Yeah, my stuff is pretty pedestrian. Yeah.
On a Boston. What are those called? What are those Boston trains called? L trains? Are they called L
You were
trains?
skydiving in trains and police cars.
There's public's no big deal.
Lakes, no big
ponds,
deal.
Streams. I'm cool. I'm cool with the bedroom too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the craziest for me was probably a front porch. That's about it.
Rebel takes public transportation to a new level.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He does.
Buses,
He does.
School buses. When I was a kid, all kind of stuff.
Wow, you earned your name, Rebel.
Oh man, it was bad. I'm not proud of it now, to tell you the truth, guys. Man, like then, it was like, look, I'm gonna top that. And I don't know. Now I'm like, just thank God I never got a disease or anything, and didn't have 200 kids. You know what I mean?
Well, it's definitely not the freakiest place, but I guess
I like that he thinks about it now.
I guess
That's
the best memory I have of doing something like that would be in the back seat of a Chevelle at a it's a theater, but a drive-in. Yeah, at the drive-in in the back seat of a theater, or back seat of a Chevelle. Yeah. And I know that some kid's gonna watch this 10 years from now and be like, "What the hell is a drive-in?"
Yeah, see, that was the problem. They shut them down when I was a kid. I never got a chance, but I have done it in theaters
Well, you know
several
what?
times.
Well,
We have a
That's actually
drive-in
a
here
problem
in
now, though.
Oregon.
I mean,
If you're
if
gonna have
you ask a
sex,
teenager right now about a drive-in theater, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?"
yeah.
There's still a drive-in theater here.
Yeah,
If
also
if
one here too.
Very few
If you
left
got-
in the whole country, though, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, if you're gonna have sex in a theater, just for further reference, go on a holiday, especially like Halloween, because there's nobody there, or go on around Thanksgiving because there's nobody there.
It
You
depends
got
on
the
what
whole
theater you go to.
you got the whole place to yourself. As long as it's not a hit movie. I remember when that movie FBI came out. Something it was two lady chicks that were FBI's. That's all I remember about the movie. That came out like around a Halloween or something. And that had to be around 89, 88, 90, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can't do that around here anymore because everybody goes to the fucking movie theater on holidays.
I agree.
Not on ones like you spend with your family and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's why I picked those times are the best if you're gonna do it.
It depends on the state. I gotta say, Rebel, it really depends on the state. Here in New York, man, please.
Right.
I go in there, look across, is a homeless person there,
True.
watching with a camera.
Right.
Watch. Let him watch, Mel. Let him watch.
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys want
I
to see
just-
what I've been working on for like 2 weeks?
Oh yeah.
No.
Check this out. Now, this first time anybody's ever seen it, except for like here. Ready? Shalisa's getting excited. She knows what I'm showing, ain't don't you, girl? There it is.
Why does it look my left nut?
That's so cool.
Well, let me give you a hint. Okay, now this is made out of a purple heart. Okay.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah, got it.
it literally is a purple heart. Okay. Now all I want you, I'm gonna say 3 words, and you'll know exactly where I'm going with this. Army Man Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I kind of figured that when you said you was gonna go Purple Heart.
All right. What I'm doing is in the garage. I don't have that in here, but in the garage, I have a like a curio box, I guess you'd call it, but it's like a little box that has a lid on top of it. You slide out, it's a little rectangle box, and on top of that, I got it all stained up in red mahogany. That ferro rod fits inside it. Okay. And then on top of it, I'm epoxying some little green army men guys. And it's gonna look like a trophy. I'm sending that to Bones Yard for his support to the community all summer long with the Army Man Wars videos.
Wow.
You saw when he first got that first ferro rod last week, and man, they was trying to steal it from him, and it was like his first ferro rod. I'm like, don't take his first ferro rod.
Oh,
I
look
was
at Calvin.
Oh my, Calvin, he's been sent from the dating site. You want to start a family? you looking to start a big family, Calvin?
Is that Calvin's Corner 72?
Come join us.
Yeah.
You might come join us, Calvin, or are you working? He's always working. So.
Yeah, he's taking.
Wait, he's on hiatus. So,
Ooh.
Calvin, in the dark side on Google Hangouts, there is a link to this hangout if you want to come and join us, baby. Oh, Drone's out there too. Hell, you know what? I'm just gonna post a link. Let's get these guys in here.
Why not? Yeah.
That drone has some sexy ass dimples, I tell you what.
So
Oh,
Rebel, when I come to Virginia, we're gonna party up, buddy. We're gonna party.
It'll be like Kentucky.
Hey, Lonely.
It's gonna be better in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hi, Lonely. Here's a link, Calvin.
Don't forget to do some videos.
We're not gonna get Grant in trouble this time.
We can't film that, Mel.
No.
Like the last
Oh,
part.
man.
The last part of Kentucky at the Mexican restaurant. Ford.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be That's going to be the whole
YouTube right
trip.
there.
Ask Dart. Dart, we can't talk about it. We really can't.
No,
It's classified.
What happens at YouTubery stays at YouTubery, baby.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta miss out. I can only imagine in my mind.
You got to come. You just got to go.
But you got to go there with the thought in mind that what
awesome.
happens at YouTubery stays at YouTubery for
Yeah.
real.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. I know.
That's kind of like when me and Rebel meet up. Whatever happens between me and Rebel stays between me and Rebel.
Yeah. You can't share that.
God.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about Adam the Weekend Hiker now.
Hey, what's up, Drone?
What happens between?
Oh, we talk about him all the time.
No, you said what happens between you and Rebel stays between you and Rebel. I was like, we're not talking about Adam right now.
Wow. Oh my God.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
I love Adam though. He is such a cool dude. I ain't seen him in a while though. Has anybody seen Adam?
I hadn't seen him either. I hadn't seen Adam. I just saw Scott the other night for the first time.
Yeah,
It was a couple weeks ago that I've seen everybody.
I don't know if he's just busy at work or if he's like on some kind of weird camping trip or.
Drone's in the dark there.
Yeah, I see him.
He does the best work in the dark. Ooh.
Yeah.
You there, Drone?
Yeah. Having a smoke and a pancake.
Oh, okay.
In the dark.
I was gonna say blue waffle, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I was gonna say it's a pancake and not a blue waffle.
That's what I was about to think of blue waffle.
Cigarette and a flapjack. How about that?
Put some blueberry syrup on it.
There you go.
Show us those sexy dimples.
Oh, it's Drone. Hey, Drone, baby. Hey,
Hey,
Drone, man. I got a question for you, man. I've been waiting to talk to you about it, man. I don't know if I should do it live or not, but
Okay. Yeah, it's all good.
your box, man. I got your box, and I tell you, I'm almost afraid to open it. Did it rattle a lot? Did it rattle a lot when you shipped it?
It did. There should be a lot of open stuff in there that have kind of like ships, Star Wars ships and stuff. Should be good.
Okay, because I mean, my wife said, I think you got a package. I heard the mailman throw it on the porch.
Oh wow.
So, you know.
Well, there is ceramic in there. That Darth Vader was ceramic, so hopefully he didn't Ace Ventura punt it to somebody's door.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about because like they literally threw it on my porch, dude.
And that would make me upset because that was priority mail.
Well, I file a fucking claim with them. I did.
Oh yeah, feel free to open it, man. I'm digging it. I'm here. Let's do it.
Open it.
Open box therapy.
Oh, this is a live unboxing. Okay.
Okay, I'm game for that.
Ooh, show some sexy dimples while he's doing it too. There we go.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny. When I first heard you say that, Lynn, I thought you said sexy pimples. I really did.
You know,
He's popping them.
What I'm gonna do, Joan, is I'm gonna retape this up and reopen it on film.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless it's all broke to hell, then I'm going right to the mailbox. I'm going to the post office tomorrow to bitch.
Get your money back.
Hopefully, very good.
I'm not worried about the money. I'm just worried about, when shit gets shipped to Darkman, that shit's got to arrive right.
Dark Calvin Corner 72 said, I'm working tomorrow night and off for a week, hunting this weekend with my little boy and by myself on a deer hunt down South Georgia.
That sounds awesome.
Well, you got a live stream with me at some point there, Calvin. You can't just come and show up, man. You gotta get up on the panel with me at some point and be like, hey, I'm sexy too. Come watch my video.
He's funny and he's witty, man. I think Calvin should definitely get up here with us.
I remember in that video he said that one day he was actually able to come on live. He waited for you to pop up, but you never did. Poor Calvin.
Okay. What I was hearing was a keychain, man. It's all good. It sounded like broken glass in there.
Good.
Let's check this out. Okay, I'm gonna sit down here and I'll show you everything as I take it out. Check this out, guys. How cool is this?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's very cool.
Let me bring my thing on here.
Present it.
See what we can do.
That's actually a collector's. They only made so many of those, so you should really enjoy. I bought 2, and I gave you the other one. So put that up somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Don't use it.
Yeah, I won't. I'll leave it right in the box and everything. That's super cool. That's super cool, man. Hell yeah. Yep. And in 50 years after I'm gone, my kids will be like, let's open it up and see if the hot cocoa in it's still good.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh my. Check this out, guys.
Oh yeah, check it out. A TIE fighter.
Oh wow, that's
TIE
nice.
fighter.
A little TIE fighter. That's awesome.
All right, so unique story behind the TIE Fighter. I actually strapped that to my race drone, and I flew it around to make it look like it was actually flying in front of my camera on my drone. It was really insane looking.
Wow, man,
Oh,
that's cool.
Do you got that footage on your channel?
I do have that footage on my channel. It's called Star Wars in Real Life with Drone Worship.
Okay.
Okay.
Check it out. Look,
Did
we
you
got-
put any sound effects to it? That
I did actually. I put an TIE Fighter soundtrack to it with dubstep. It was insane.
I'm definitely
Gotta
going to check that out. Drone.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
the,
yeah, look at that.
The Imperial Starship.
Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I am here for your daughter. Oh, check it out. We got Star Wars playing cards for those sexy party nights. Anybody for strip poker?
There you go.
That's cool.
That's super cool, Drone. Thank you, man. I am your father.
Where'd you get? Did you have this stuff, Drone, or did you get it online, or do you have
What's
a
that?
store nearby?
Uh-oh.
Well, actually, some of it's stuff I've been collecting for a while, but I always buy 2 of almost everything, so I figured Dark would appreciate the other stuff.
Right.
Oh wow, that's dope.
I don't think I don't think the
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper made it.
No, I think he's a half stormtrooper. He's just designed to put on a shelf or something.
Finger puppet.
Click,
Leonhard
click,
finger.
I got a finger puppet
Okay,
for you.
he actually comes apart. Okay.
Are you okay, Lynn?
That's cool.
Oh, that's an awesome package you sent.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. I love it. Star Wars Tower Puzzle. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a puzzle. That's pretty cool.
Calvin, shut up.
Oh.
What's that right there?
It's a keychain.
Oh
That's
no, I
cool.
like that keychain. That keychain is dope.
Oh yeah, Spencer's, man, Spencer's.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that's really dope.
This is awesome, man. Oh my.
That's what she said.
Okay.
No, yeah,
Vader.
the Vader pin. The Vader pin.
No, that's
Gotta be
dope
part of
as
the
well.
dark side at all times.
Wow.
I am not your father, Reaper.
God, that's tiny.
Quit asking.
That is the smallest thing I've seen all night.
That's funny.
That's great, man. Oh, we got another Imperial ship here. But
That's cool.
this one's got Wi-Fi compatibility.
Oh, my bad. The first ship that you actually showed was the Darth Vader ship, and that one's actually a regular Star Destroyer.
Oh.
This is gonna be too much fun, man. It's gonna be too much fun. I'm gonna later after the live stream. You'll see me here at the desk playing with them.
You should do those still stop movies with that. Dark.
Oh, I would have to figure out. I think this one must have been the one you had on your drone because there's some. We got ourselves some hot glue on the back of it.
Little hot glue. Yeah, actually, I was gonna do that one, but it actually outweighed my gimbal motors, and it wouldn't actually stay upright, so that depressed me. But I was gonna fly the Death Star around, or the Star Destroyer around. Yeah.
I'm looking for. I'm sitting here looking at the TIE fighters for hot glue, and I'm not seeing it. So
they were used for projects, man. I thought you would enjoy that.
These are great, man. I love them. I really do love them. I'm gonna have to put them up though, because my grandson sees it. It's over.
It was same principle as the Superman video that I did, where I strapped Superman to the front of the camera and flew him around. That looked pretty cool. So I thought they gave me the idea for the TIE fighter. Then I was going to do the Star Destroyer, but gimbal lock. So no go.
That's kind of funny because I'm watching Supergirl right now as you're saying that.
Little X-wing fighter.
Yeah, that's it, folks.
Let me see the top of that, Dark.
That is Poe Dameron's X-wing.
Yeah, because it doesn't have like the whitish gray.
I like the X-wing. That's dope.
Cool.
Like most of the standard ones. Does it have an R2 in the back?
Subscribe or die. Nope, no R2 on the back.
No, I'm teasing. It wouldn't.
And we can put a
got like a little set in there. Yeah.
Micro. I think they were Star Wars micro figures.
Them are cool, man.
I have every single Star Wars action figure, every single toy except for Darth Vader's X-wing, Darth Vader's TIE fighter. That's the only
you got the Boba Fett. You have the
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
You have the one with the You know what I'm talking about, the real one, not the
with the
one
rocket.
with
the rocket that actually shoots out. Yeah.
You know that's worth a lot of money, man.
Yeah, I've got the old Yodas with the orange snake and the other color snake. I can't remember. Well, I've got a list. Man, I have to bring those from my mom's house and display them for you guys one day. Make a video on them.
Definitely. I would like to check that out.
The Millennial Falcons I have are still in the box because I just stored them in the box. Luckily, ever since I was a kid, I got every 70s and 80s toy made, and some rare stuff. It came in like cereal boxes, and you had to send off. Like you remember how you used to collect on those what were those cards
Good night,
called?
big guys. Stay safe out there.
Anybody remember what the cards were with the action
Take care,
figures
big
on them?
guys.
That Kenner had.
I don't.
All right, so Kenner had these action. I've got all the cards that had the plastic, had the action figure on the inside. Those cards had a name, so I saved all the cards. I've got hundreds of cards. I've got all the original, like 13 original cards, from like 78, 79, or 77. I think it was 77 up.
77 was Kenner.
Yeah, Kenner, and have all those and all the other ones. I saved all those. I just easily took the plastic off. I was anal when I was a kid, I guess. I like to play with them. I mean, I played with all my toys.
Did you say you liked anal as a kid?
No.
No. He said something different.
No.
Kenner was actually a very short-lived toy company. Kenner didn't produce for very long, but they did the original Star Wars set.
Yeah.
I want to say there were like 26 original action figures, and if you got the Darth Vader with the telescopic lightsaber, they were stupid expensive. They go for like $1 million.
Yeah, I've got one that has I've got the extra. I even have extra ones for him. It's like the blue and the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
It goes in his arm.
Well, there were only 200 of the original telescopic lightsaber put out. So if you have one of those, man, they're just fucking ridiculously expensive.
I had one. The cheap ass plastic ones that literally you would do this with it to get it to come out, and sometimes after they wore out, you would do that, and the tip of it would shoot across the yard.
Yeah.
Now I tell you, when I got older, I got back into it for a little bit because they used to have like these conventions, like toy conventions. They would come here to town and they put them in the convention center, and the things that I saw there were like, I wish I'd have spent some money then. This has been, I don't know, 20 years ago. And
Oh wow.
like people would take like Darth Vader's head off of like, you know, some of the original Darth Vaders and put on the Luke Skywalker head and stuff. And they would make these action figures. They would make them. Like they would actually
Oh,
change
yeah.
them and modify them and stuff. It was so cool. That
We
was
used to
like,
do that. We used to do that with models, man. We'd get like an old car model, and then we get a monster truck model, and then we would literally take the tires off the monster truck and put them on the back of the old car or something.
I did that too.
That sounds dope.
I've got one model car still in the box that I haven't put together yet. It's sitting over in the drawer over there.
Me and my brother got really good at what was called what we called plastic soldering.
Oh yeah.
All right, literally, we would run out of glue. So what we would do is we would take the frames from the parts that all the parts come on, and we would light it with a lighter
Wow.
and melt it onto the parts and get them to stick together, and then we'd take them and we would take them into the kitchen and we would run them across the kitchen floor at each other and watch them shatter apart. You know?
That's creative, though.
It's
That's
hard to
creative.
find a model car anymore, like even in a Walmart or anything. It's
Well,
hard.
you got to look in the right places. You're not looking in the right places. What you need to do is you need to go to
Hobby
eBay
stores.
Hobby Lobby.
or
Yeah, I was about to say you go online
Yeah.
as well.
A lot of the hobby shops will carry a lot of the model stuff.
Yeah,
now.
that's where I go now. If I'm gonna get one, I go to the hobby store.
You know,
we
surprisingly,
got-
back in the day, Woolworth used to carry a lot of model cars. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember Woolworth.
Yep.
hey, drone.
Yeah.
Just so you know, baby, I'm gonna tape this box back. I put everything back in it. I'm gonna tape it back up. I'm gonna give you a proper mail call on my big channel, man.
Oh, that's fine, man. I thought you'd have fun with that box, though. I apologize I didn't get a chance to write a letter out for you.
Oh, I read the letter. It was in Wonder Woman Inc. You know, it was like the Jet Man Invisible. Some of the shit you said in there was so hot,
Right,
steamy, sexy, man. It was steamy. Oh, yeah. I could have never read that letter on the YouTube anyway, man.
On the YouTube, yeah.
They would
Okay.
never allowed that. Did you see my new dating video I put out, drone?
No, I have not. I need to do that.
If you get a chance, watch it, man. It'll just make you laugh.
Freaking hairdo.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
your
I
hair
worked
is
hard.
wild.
I worked hard on that hair.
Night, Calvin.
Good night, Calvin.
Night,
Love
Calvin.
you, man.
Take care, Calvin.
Don't touch it, and if you do, wash your hands. Calvin, why's your hands all sticky? Oh, you just don't worry about that, Miss Betty. Now you go on to bed. Oh my! Do you guys get into the foosball?
Long time ago.
Do you watch the foosball, drone?
What is it?
Football.
Oh, I'm getting a lot.
You said foosball or football?
Foosball.
He
Well,
was making.
I call it football. It's football.
It's from that.
Yeah, I am not a big sports fan at all, man. I watch absolutely no sports.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not a big sports fan, but Kelvin's got a thing going on over there on his channel right now with like a fantasy football thing where you pick the teams and you gotta try to beat him and whatnot. And if you beat him, then you get an entry into a contest to win like a couple cards. One's for money, I think, and the other one is for an Outback Steakhouse. I think it's a $25 Outback Steakhouse. That'll get you a pop and the bone out of a rib. At the Outback Steakhouse, they'll let you lick a bone.
Wow.
Oh my, yeah. No, I don't know.
Want to show us how that's done?
I'm not sure how much a $25 card would at Outback Steakhouse will get you. I haven't been to an Outback Steakhouse. We don't have one around us here, but
Meal for one.
That's a travesty.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, we used to have one. I don't know if it's still there or not anymore.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna hop off and go to sleep.
Oh
Night,
yeah,
Lynn.
okay. All right,
All right,
yeah.
Lynn.
It's only like what, midnight there?
This is true.
Yeah. Come on, wake up, Dark. I want a sexy party. No. Okay, honey. You have a great night. I love you.
Love you guys. Talk to you
Night.
later.
Good night, Lynn.
All right, night, Lynn. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah.
All right, man.
She's so fun. I love Lynn.
I got a Star Wars joke for you.
A Star Wars drug?
No, it's just a pun, really. A pun.
Oh.
Star Wars joke, a pun.
Okay, yeah. We're waiting.
Looking
Come on,
for
we're
love.
waiting.
Looking for love in Alderaan places. Alderaan.
Okay.
Okay, Alderaan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aha!
It
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
funny. It wasn't funny.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't funny.
I thought you said places.
Wow.
Oh, Rebel.
It wasn't funny.
You slay me.
I had to think about that one for a second. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Did he say all the wrong places or Alderaan?
All the wrong places. Ah, this guy.
That joke
That's why it's called a pun.
Wow.
I'm trying to use the dark side here.
Me too. I'm fighting back.
It's a Jedi mind trick.
I'm not the rebel forces you're looking for.
I got an editor that actually let me do the lightning and the from the dark side, the lightning and the lightsabers. But I gotta learn how to do it yet, man. That's some tough shit. This editor I got is
working with that. You still working on that?
Oh yeah, that's a tough motherfucker, ain't it?
You know how they made that sound for the lightsaber?
Do tell.
You know, on your telephone poles, you have those long wires that go from the telephone pole all the way down to the ground.
Right.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Vibration noise.
That's just a cable.
It's just a cable.
Oh,
It's the same thing they did with the laser blast.
Are you talking about the ones? Are you talking about the ones with the plastic on them? Does they have to have the plastic or without the plastic?
I don't think they had plastic back then.
No,
They do now.
Yeah.
I think
I don't think they had plastic back then.
Yeah,
not on the.
It just wasn't good.
They didn't
plastic.
have a condom for. They didn't have a condom for their metal. Their sheet.
No insulating.
Yeah, you'll see me on the
Are there
news
Star
later.
Wars condoms?
You'll see me.
Wait, is that?
I'll be in the local Michigan news later. Man gets arrested for trying to cut the plastic off.
No. Just film it,
Oh my God.
and I'll be like, man, look at the special effects. All that electricity shooting around them, man. That's cool, Dart.
Oh my God.
Did you see that video? Dart made that thing explode. That looks so real.
That's where you find out later that you get Dark out there with a baseball bat beating the shit out of fucking steel cable on a telephone pole. It turns out to be an electric pole, and that the explosion was real.
Since we're talking about this, how about these
It
guys?
might go viral.
How about these creators that have these YouTube channels, right? Who film themselves like breaking laws and doing felonies, like the ones who explore like abandoned places and stuff and get caught. You know what I mean? Like you're making a video, just basically filming your crime, whatever it may be. Some of them are smart enough not to show their face. Other ones are not. You know, I'm not down for that, man. You're not catching me putting nothing.
That's this generation, though, man.
That's like
that's
a
this
drug
generation, Rebel. They do stuff we would never do.
Man, that's crazy. I would never, like, if you were a drug dealer, you'd never film yourself selling drugs. You know what I mean? And put it and put it on out there for the world to see or whatever.
You never know. They might want new clientele.
True, you know.
Well,
and they'd probably leave their address, you know, so you could ship them.
If it were drugs, I mean, you could clearly. I mean, filming that would be an issue because unless you were busted.
There's a guy.
Because I mean, at that point you could be like, well, it was just props. You know, that wasn't pot. That was oregano, man.
There's a guy.
It was a rap video.
Yeah, there's a guy who sells. I don't know how he works. Let me say how. Let's PG this. Or PC it. Actually, he has scratch offs. He has scratch offs, And on those scratch offs, he calls out the winners of each one of those scratch offs, and he does scratch off lottery tickets for other
Okay.
states. Wow. And he has a big YouTube channel. That's all he does is just scratch offs. He has a list of names on the left hand side, picks a winner from that, and then he scratches it off. Just like that. It's crazy. And it could be a winner, it could be a loser, and it goes on to the next name. That channel is it's pretty big. I haven't seen how he hadn't gotten in trouble yet. You know what I mean? Because if somebody in a different state or whatever, because he's got he's got to be mailing the money, whether he's doing it PayPal or whatever else. And
he probably just cashes them in his own state and then ships them.
Well, I'm sure he has to. They probably send him the money for those states that don't have that particular scratch off or that lottery or whatever else. I wouldn't try to pull no federal time for some shit just to be popular on YouTube.
Yeah, some people probably think it's high risk, high reward.
I'm sure he's done some talking to someone, legally. There's got to be. I'm sure he did. Otherwise, he'd already be in trouble, man.
I don't know. I hadn't seen him in trouble. And there's a guy who went into Bruce Lee's house. I don't know if he's from, Bruce Lee's dead now. His old house. They went in there and explored it. There's been some, older mansions that they went and explored.
Yeah.
An ex murderer's house, a house in New Jersey. All these abandoned places. I'm just using those as examples. Now there's some of the greats, the real greats from back in the day. These were a couple motorcycle riders that I know, and some of that I don't know that were overseas that I think I may have known. They did running from cops and stuff because like Sweden, man, their cars are junk. Most of them are Volvos and they top out at a certain speed.
I don't know what channel it was, but somebody did one on. I think it was here on YouTube.
Look up Ghost Rider.
Where they went and they
he was an American in Finland.
They went and explored Burt Reynolds' mansion in Florida.
Yeah,
and
Reynolds, a legend.
Yeah. Well, his mansion
and Mike Tyson's old house.
The mansion
in
Burt Reynolds' mansion in Florida, man, is like seriously run down. Yeah. Seriously run down.
Look at El Patron. What was Pablo Escobar's old house? One of them, because he had like 800. But one of his old ones, the one that got all shot up and stuff, man. That one, it's just in ruins.
But yo, folks, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to get me some rest. Got to get to work. I appreciate you, Doc.
Yep.
Rebel.
All right, Mama. Love you, baby.
Take care, Mel.
Alicia, everybody. Appreciate it, man. You stay sexy as well. Grim, later. All right, now.
Later, Mel. Yeah, guys, I'm right behind Mel. I'm getting off here too. I got to get up later today and get stuff done. I got to go. No, I gotta get up.
Yes, out of here, Grip. Just fucking leave us up here all by ourselves, you son of a bitch. No, we get it, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I love you, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, buddy. We'll see you here in a day or two when I get back from doing everything again.
When you close your eyes tonight, I just want you to imagine me there watching you.
Yep.
Grim sleeper.
Grim sleeper. I want you to fucking imagine this, Dar.
Okay, that won't be hard. Literally.
How many people's in the room, Dart? Let
9.
me guess. Who do we have down there?
9.
Who do we have?
We have June Gall.
Okay.
Calvin wasn't here. He's probably, I don't know if he's still in here. He might still be just watching or listening. Shalisa Shell was in here. I don't know if she's still here or not, but Bumblebee was in here. Lonely Prepper was in here. Drone, Big Guys was in here. Bumblebee Junction. RC Funsty Versions was in here.
Ask somebody if they want to join, like Lonely Prepper or whoever. Any of those great names.
Yeah, if
any of those great people.
Anybody out there? Hey, if you're out there and you're watching and you want to join us, say something in chat. Karina, I'm just listening and chilling. Well, that's fine, Karina. That's great.
That's cool too.
Yeah, we're having fun over here tonight. None of that controversial bullshit like last night. Holy shit! Last night was a shit storm.
I would like to finish. I'd like to see you finish it. You guys were both having a mutual adult conversation.
No, I got finished. It finished. It finished on a high note, I think.
I think it would have stayed on a high note.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you and Mel, you guys have had this conversation before. I think it's other people who felt uncomfortable about it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, we're not uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable about it.
Right.
I'm a happy, lucky go guy. I'm that happy go lucky go guy that's going to tell you what the hell I think.
And that's respectable, man. For somebody to ask you for your thoughts and you give them your thoughts, that's respectable.
Well, they just got to learn to better phrase their questions to me. That's all.
You got to PC their questions to you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If you want a PC answer, you got to PC your questions. Okay.
I'm down over here.
Be like, Dark Matter, will you tell me what I want to hear about this subject? And yeah, I mean, we'll go from there. And I'll be like, well, I think what you want to hear is that, sunshine and flowers and unicorn farts. And they'll be like, thank you so much, Dark Matter. And
I'm going for a smoke. I'll be right back.
All right, baby.
That sounds good.
You go get all hot and smoky. Oh, my. Yeah, Drone missed a good one last night, man. Well, I don't know. He might have been around. Were you around last night on Cab's stream there, Drone?
No, I caught Rebel on his live stream, I think, yesterday.
I
talking about
the end of it, man. I was like, Tina come over and kicked the couch. She's like, "Hey, wake up! Rebel's live. He's shouting you and Cab out. Get up there and show him some fucking love, you fucking lazy bastard." And I was like, "Oh, all right, I'm awake."
Yeah, it was just. I mean, I just wanted to try to send some smaller YouTubers that we're not mutual friends with, some of the older guys from back in the day, to see if I could send them your way and Cab's way to help give them a little hand, give them a little boost, because I haven't done shout outs in quite some time.
Well,
I saw that video, Rebel.
Well, I don't know if anybody came over or not, Rebel. If they did, I appreciate it, of course.
I think Dragon did, MC Dragon and a couple others.
That's great. But I think we kind of need to help jumpstart you again too, because like I think a lot, because you've been on hiatus for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of your subs are either dead now or
I'm not even. I'm telling you, when I get moved,
I don't mean literally, but
yeah. Well, after November 1st, I get moved in. I'll start doing my videos again.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because
I will.
I'd hate to think of a YouTube without a Rebel State Sovereign in it.
Me too. I just, I've had a bunch of other things occupying my time right now, and I plan on getting busy again. That's for sure.
Is there any way we could get you to change your name though? I was thinking something like Hot Steamy.
Call me RSS.
Yeah, I know, but we could call you Hot Steamy, Stud Muffin or Wet Sticky G-String Man or I think there's so many great names we could come up with, Rob. I'll change mine to that old guy on the corner that looks at you creepy. And Drone can be like, I'm looking through your window.
Oh wow.
Shalisa's could be like, I'm playing with your fat wood.
Oh, I've actually got like a really good buzz right now. I went and had like 12 beers and like 6 shots at the bar, and then came home.
Oh man, I totally meant to go hit the store, because like I knew this party was going to happen, and I should have done it right then. I should have just went and done it. Went and got me like 2 or 3 purples and come back. And like I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna take a nap, and I'll be up in enough time. Hell, man, I had Lynn calling me on the phone. Are you awake yet? I am now.
Yeah, no, I got a hell of a buzz right now, man. I'm feeling great. You can tell my eyes are like almost closed. I'm like, yeah, party.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, at least one of us feels good up here on the panel. I don't know. Marco looks like feels pretty good.
I'm good. What's the craziest thing you ever did with a drone?
What's up?
What's the craziest thing you've ever done with a drone?
Hold on one more time. My phone is horrible. It lags every time someone starts talking.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done with a drone?
Craziest thing I've ever done with a drone. Well, I took a 4-pound aerial photography bird and I flew it at around 72 miles per hour, fully loaded. That was pretty insane. That was quite a trip, man.
What was the
like
weight
2,000
again?
feet in like 12 seconds.
What was the weight again?
Crazy fast.
What was the weight again?
It's about 4 pounds. That's a very heavy bird for most drones.
Yeah, that is.
So,
yeah. I like the eagle thing.
Is that red one you always show off, drone?
What's that?
Is that the red drone that you always show in your videos?
That's the 3DR Solo. It's got sport mode. Most Phantoms fly at about 45 to 50 miles an hour.
That's fast.
So when I first took the Solo out in sport mode, it was mind-blowing how fast it was. I mean, it was almost uncontrollable how quick it was. So, I mean, that was exhilarating. Straight dopamine into my system. I was kind of panicking for a minute when I realized how fast I was going. So that was very interesting.
I don't know. I still get a hard on watching you fly the X-Wing.
Well, you don't normally fly birds that size that fast. That is a very large bird to be flying that quickly. So that was definitely eye-opening. It's like, it was like, whoa, this thing is really moving. I looked down, it was like 73 miles an hour. I was like, holy crap, this thing is quick.
RC Funds Diversions asks us to ask you about the Oreo challenge.
Oh, man, that was actually a very fun video. That could be, honestly, potentially the coolest thing I've ever done with a drone. That's interesting he brings that up because I didn't think too many people watched that. Do you guys remember the Michael, I think it was Shaq. You remember the Shaq Oreo dunk commercials? Did you guys see those?
Yes.
What's that?
I don't, if I've seen them, I don't remember them.
It was a challenge. It was like, show us your Oreo dunk. And if it gets admitted, then we'll give you like $10,000 and you get to do an Oreo commercial. And I thought it'd be really cool to hook an Oreo up to my gimbal and dump the Oreo at 400 feet and see if somebody down below could catch it in a glass of milk. We went through, it was insane. It was so cool looking. But we went through like 14 bags of Oreos, like trying to do this, and like 8 gallons of milk, and the closest we got was an Oreo hit the glass and half of it broke and went in the glass and the other half fell off. So they didn't take the qualification. But I mean, that was days and days of trying to do that with somebody. So it was a very interesting video.
Sounds cool. You know,
it was cool.
I think, you know, you look. I see a lot of drone videos, and you always get a lot of the same ones. One person in general that I've seen has been using their drone for like actual like footage. All right, and that's the Maru 00. You know, Ben.
The owl.
He's been getting some spectacular shots with her drones. And yeah. If you look at them, you wouldn't think you know that they're from a drone. If you're like if you're like a YouTuber, you know, but if you're a creator, you can tell it's from a drone. All right.
Right.
If you're not, it just kind of looks like somebody's got a camera up on a pole or something and it's coming in at you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's a great way to get an aerial footage without a drone. Just take a really long pole and like put it on a pivot, you know,
yeah.
in a gimbal of some sort, you know, and pull the pole down and then put your camera at the other end and then your camera will come up, it'll pan up and you'll get a fairly good shot. But yeah, man, I think that a lot of us see that that same old drone footage where, you know, I got this drone and they take it straight up and then they spin around and show everything and then they bring it right back down.
Did you see the eagle that grabbed the GoPro? And flew and went into the nest and it fell out of the eagle's nest?
I've seen that one.
Yeah. That's cheating. But no, I'm just kidding. that video that is pretty miraculous right there in itself, just to see that, you know, that talon grabbing it and everything else that goes along with it.
I hate to say it, but man, an eagle would make an excellent drone.
Yeah, I mean, you could train them and tell them where to go. Absolutely.
You would probably get into a lot of trouble wiring into his brain, but
I think you could probably do something with a pigeon, to tell you the truth.
Well, if it was one of those
carrier pigeons.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, all a carrier pigeon does is go home. That's all he does. You can take him. You could drive from wherever.
I think this is going to come back on.
Come right back to Michigan and land right where you're at. Where you're at.
I think, fortunately, the carrier pigeon thing, I'm going to have to like revert back to something like, what is it, Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Like, it's not a question of where he grips it, it's a question of weight ratio.
Right.
Can't carry a 1 pound coconut, you know.
Well, I don't know. They're making some very seriously small cameras now.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they literally got these new ones out there, like sunglasses. So I mean,
I have a pair. I use them for riding motorcycle.
You could literally like rip one of those apart, take the innards out of it, and hook it to a harness. I'm sure. But then your problem is battery time,
battery life.
How long?
Yeah, you know, because I've got some small cameras that are just they're smaller than a 9-volt battery, camera, battery, and all, everything.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to strap an FPV 1 kilometer range FPV camera to a bird and strap on some immersive goggles and take a flight with the bird while he's flying. Crazy.
Well, I was thinking about getting a harness and hooking up my GoPro, wannabe GoPro anyway, to my cat. and then
see what he does all day.
Yeah, see where the hell does this little bitch go? You know.
Have you ever seen that video? The cat
and the cats.
Yeah. What does your cat do all day? There's a hilarious video out there. Like, this dude straps a GoPro to his cat. I mean, it's fake, obviously, but for the most part, a lot of it is his cat walking around. But like, this cat goes to like a strip club and he's throwing like ones and stuff. And he's like cocaine and like doing all this ridiculous stuff. Dude, he kills the mailman with like a knife, and then it's the funniest video I've ever seen, man. Done with a cat and a GoPro.
I didn't see it, but I'll have to look it up.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Funny, man. It's definitely funny. Somebody put some time and effort into the video. It's hilarious.
You know what it kind of reminds me of on a cleaner version? Remember the song "Smack My Bitch Up" by Prodigy?
Yeah.
Did you ever see their video? Their video was banned. It was taken down because in the beginning, you got to watch. I recommend everybody go watch that because people get triggered when they watch it at first, and then the end they're like, "What?" and they lose their mind.
That's that song that was on the Matrix, right? Smack my bitch up.
Yeah, yeah, by Prodigy. If you can find that video, watch that video from beginning to end. The drinking, the alcohol, the drugs, everything, and the end is the kicker. That's the kicker. And they came out with that video. I was like, wait, I got to see that again.
I know what it was on. It was on Blade. It wasn't Matrix. It was Blade. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It was the club scene where they all walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, the Blade movies, I think them were probably the best vampire movies.
Oh, I don't know, man. There's a lot of good vampire movies.
Yeah.
Well, Diary of a Vampire, whatever it was.
It kept you interested because it was like, it wasn't just a vampire movie. It was an action movie at the same time, you know. So,
my girl
I just want to see some shit die.
My girl has informed me that our next animal will have a vampire name. Lestat. That's gonna be our next animal's name. It's gonna be Lestat. I don't know what animal we're gonna get, but that's gonna be the next one. But I mean, she likes, she's got me into it now. I mean, I liked vampires before they glistened in the sun.
I was just
But
going to ask you that. Is this vampire going to glisten in the sun?
who knows, man? We've got every vampire movie here. Everyone.
Apparently, if your name is Edward, you glisten in the sun.
Yeah.
Anne Rice. I mean, everybody's take on what vampires are
who was mad about that? I mean, seriously, out of all the four of us on the panel, who the hell was pissed about that? I mean, I was waiting. I was like, oh man, here comes the sun. This bitch is gonna burst into flames, And the sun came out, and he just glistened like he was some kind of fruit tart. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? I was done at that point. It was over for me. I had nothing or any want to even finish watching this movie. The sequels come out, and I was like, when is this shit gonna end?
And you was waiting on Buffy the Vampire Slayer to jump out, right? Or either Blade jump out with Buffy and take them all out, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean,
because how can they be daywalkers?
Really, I mean,
they just killed the whole theory. Come on now.
Right. Somebody was thinking, oh, wow, I just want to make you glisten. Come here.
And what was the other one? What's the other movie with the Lycans?
Rise of the Lycans and the Underworld.
Underworld, yeah. That's cool
Underworld,
too, man.
We're good.
That's cool too. I even like the Lost Boys from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And some other
Actually,
ones.
like I said, my favorite vampire movie is the one with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
And Anne Rice didn't want them for. She didn't really want them. She's like, oh, they'll ruin it. And shit, they made it.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of my favorites. Lost Boys and Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Lost Boys was good. I like the end of it.
Don't get me wrong, though. Blade was a time turner for me because it was one of those movies that was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Like, they were just starting to use those kind of special effects, and I feel like Blade really introduced that whole special effect line to me. Like, because Matrix didn't come out until 99, and Blade came out like 98. So
Right.
Blade was that real trend-setting CGI usage that just looked incredible to me. It just looked amazing. So, I don't know, man.
I should go.
I like the horror movies, but really I don't call them that because really they're more like comedies to me. I mean, really, a lot of it is like, oh, did you see that? Oh, that could only happen in real life,
The biggest movie to ever like alter my train of thought about movies and what was happening was like 1992, 8 or 2. That movie was just incredible. Yeah. Even today, like it still holds up to my standards of what I want to see in movies and what I expect in visual presentation. So that's one of those movies that'll just live endlessly through the times.
But I think the 80s killed the movies in a way because
absolutely.
Like they I mean, everything about the 80s was brought. No, seriously. I think it was brought. Literally, they brought it to the table in the 80s. They brought it to the table with the music. They brought it to the table with the movies. Right now, if you think about the greatest blockbusters of all times, we're all pretty much
80s.
in the
absolutely.
80s.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said it ruined it. Yeah, the 80s was...
No, they ruined it for everybody else.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. I mean, they ruined the
Well, and I think consistently it's actually started more in the 70s than the 80s. I think the 80s brought us a lot of original stuff.
Yeah.
And the 70s, like the late 70s, was when that whole thing really got kicked off. Because, like I said, Star Wars was 77. That was the most mind-boggling space journey you've ever taken in your life.
Yeah.
I think after about 76 to the pushing 90s was that whole original everything that we got, dude. Like it was just incredible. Yeah. So I think 70s was the real kicker.
They brought it to the table. And
I agree.
I hate to say it, but nowadays it's like they got lazy and they're just like, well, instead of
let's just remake everything.
Let's not even try to use our brains anymore. Let's just we'll go steal an old flick from the past and we'll remake it and it'll be shitty. But people will still pay to go see it.
There's no original thought anymore, man. I notice that more and more as movies come out. I'm like, man, there's just no originality anymore. People have just like grown so accustomed to this crazy CGI stuff. That's all they want to see now.
When they redid True Grit, All right, and they got, who was it? The guy that played John Wayne's part.
Oh
Brewster.
God.
I can't remember his name. But I thought to myself, really, this is the guy you're going to choose to try to fill, you know,
the
Duke shoes, man. I mean,
what's
really,
his name?
Nobody fill those shoes.
nobody can fill them shoes. And then they got this guy, and you just knew it was going to be a flop. You know, I mean, I think the actor did the best he could, but I mean, like John Wayne was a giant in the industry. Okay, like literally when John Wayne, like if John Wayne was hanging out with us right here right now, he would be John Wayne. But like on set, when he went, like let's say he's going to do Rooster Cogburn, when he went to set, he became that part throughout that whole day at the set. You know, if he was playing a part where he was a dick, literally all day at the set, he would be that character. He was a dick, you know, to everyone. And
Yeah.
so not to break character, so that when they called him in for the shot, you know, for the shots, he'd come in there and he could just do them, man, because he was already there.
Well, that's how I feel with Clint Eastwood, though.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood is one of, you know, he's such an iconic person, and the really scary part is that Scott Eastwood looks identical to his dad when he was younger. It is scary how close they look. But man, does his kid not have any acting skills?
I can remember
Horrible.
kid and watching, you know, when Clint Eastwood like came out, you know, and I mean, as far as like really big movie, he started doing the spaghetti movies, you know.
Yeah, spaghetti, absolutely.
All right. Well, before that, you know, he was in like what was it? A Bonanza, was it? Or one of them?
Lone Star? No.
No.
Star.
I know it was one of the old
Lonesome Dove.
No, we're talking like a TV show. All right,
Lonesome Dove was a TV show. I love that show.
This was like I really want to say that was like Bonanza or something like that, but it wasn't Bonanza because that was Michael Landon in that one. But I don't know.
Well, I didn't know Clint Eastwood was part of a TV show. I thought all he did was ever do movies.
It was part of a
Only
TV show.
series I can remember is the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
The Man with No Name trilogy. Absolutely.
Let's see. I'll Google it.
That's as far back as I can remember.
Thinking
Those
of
were
the one in
60s.
San
Those were like early, like a late 60s was the Man with No Name trilogy.
I'm trying to remember. I can visualize it in my head, but let's see. Rawhide.
Yeah.
He played in Rawhide.
Really?
Yeah. He was a very young Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Very young. And I thought he did really well in that.
Yep,
you know, now he started the spaghetti westerns, and I thought that's where he really shined at. And I used to tell my dad, man, I really like Clint Eastwood. And I'd look over at my dad, and my dad would have this look on his face. He'd just be shaking it. Oh, that guy's an asshole. you know, like really, Dad?
And that's who they said brought in the Attitude Era for movies was Clint Eastwood. Though they didn't really see the Attitude Era until Clint Eastwood started playing this really rugged, rough character, you know. And he had all these great one-hit liners, man. That just and that he brought in the Attitude Era for movies.
Yep, because first it was the westerns, and then it went from the westerns to the Dirty Harry.
Yeah, Dirty Harry. Oh man, you feel lucky, punk.
I know what you're thinking. Did I shoot 5 times or 6 times? Well, I guess you got to ask yourself, punk. Do you feel lucky?
To tell you the truth, I lost count myself in all this action.
Make my day.
Ask yourself, punk. Well, do you?
Go ahead.
I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. This is all good.
Bye, Shalisa.
Good night,
I need
Shalisa.
private time so I can play with my fat wood.
Oh my!
Nice.
Gotcha.
I heard you talking earlier.
Oh my!
See y'all later.
Bye, Shalisa. Love you, honey.
Take care. Bye, chat. Bye, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, since we're talking about 80s movies and movies in general, did you guys see that new Red Dawn that came out not too long ago? Didn't compare to the original.
Yeah, it was not nearly as good.
It was more of a tribute, but it was not as good. Nowhere near as
good. No, it was not nearly as good.
You know, I mean, I will say that one thing about the Rooster Cogburn movie they did, True Grit, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
There was one scene in that I really enjoyed. That was in the end, where they show her at the cemetery, and she had brought Rooster Cogburn back and buried him in the family cemetery and whatnot by her mom and dad and shit. And I thought that was a great scene. That end shot they got there was her in the cemetery, standing up in the cemetery, and they showed the sky and everything in the background. That was a really great shot, man. YouTube has ruined me for movies because like now I watch the movies and I think, you know, it used to be I watched it, oh, that was a great movie, man. I mean, that was great. And now I go there and I think, I wonder what camera angle they got used to get that shot, you know, or I wonder what type of camera they're using to do this scene, you know. And then you get visuals of them on the, you know, with some kind of a slide gimbal in the back of a pickup truck with some guy sitting in a chair with a $20,000 fucking camera, you know, fucking driving in front of another car or some shit, you know.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I think they need to leave our older classics alone and start trying to think up their own shit.
But they're not going to. They're going to keep trying to revive the old stuff, man. I mean, it's like I said, 80s was such a creative era. It was just, they introduced so much ridiculousness to the movie scene. And it was the first time we really got the opportunity to start seeing all these special effects and visualizations, which obviously today has taken over the way we watch movies. New Rogue One, Star Wars movie. And I got to tell you, man, it was really hard to tell that some of the characters were CGI, and you know it's getting to that point now where we're getting very, very talented at making people and things look real that aren't. You know, they're like what's his name? Well,
that's my point. You know, I mean,
completely digital in that movie that nobody realized was Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Right.
That was the best CGI I have ever seen in my life. And then Carrie Fisher at the end looking very young. That was just wild to see that done so well. So, I don't know, man. Maybe we're going to get actors that we haven't seen in a while. Like, could you imagine if they brought back the Duke full digital and you didn't know the difference?
Oh, man.
They did it with Tupac. You know what I mean?
Yep,
at a live concert.
Well, you know, clearly they could do that now. Seriously, they could do that now. They could put some dude in one of those green suits and literally turn him into the Duke.
Yep. I mean, a lot of children have actually done songs now with, you know, their parents who have been passed and stuff. You know, I think immortality is almost there with that. You know what I mean? You could live on forever, not just because the movie made, but because of the new stuff that could be done. Well, especially if you're like somebody who like has like Prince, who has a bunch of songs that are recorded, they're not released. You know.
No, for real. Yeah. As long as there's a digital age, like even if YouTube, literally, if YouTube were to fall out right now, right, where it was no longer a platform, some other platform would buy the rights to it.
Oh yeah.
And transfer.
Just like MySpace. Just like MySpace.
You know, I mean, well, as long as some people were alive to do it, you know, I mean, there's a lot of dead YouTubers. Hate to say it, but there are. But their videos are still there. They're still living on through their videos.
It's true. There are a lot of dead YouTubers.
Like RG's Shadow Ninja. He was just a gamer, you know, but when he passed, you know, and I mean, this was a dude that came to my channel all the time. Lord knows why. But he came over and he hung out on my channel all the time. And I was a young channel, really young channel, and he'd come over and he'd leave me great comments. Dark, man, that was great. I loved it, you know, and he'd be gone. But when he passed, man, it did something to me. I mean, it wasn't like you Rebel or Drone or any of the people that like hang out like mad hang out. You know, he was just some guy that came in randomly every now and then and left me a great comment. But when he died, it touched me so hard, you know, that it made me realize how even the littlest of people, you know, the littlest of interaction on YouTube affects us in our lives, you know, how we become close to people and don't even realize it,
Yeah.
you know, and so you know that's why that video is still up on my channel, because I refuse to take it down. It did something to me. It changed me. You know,
There,
it
there,
changed the way I think
there's
about
there's a
things.
there's a company that this started, I think, 80s or 90s. They started doing this. They used to pre-record messages that you could call your loved ones, like, or they could call in and punch in a code, and they could hear from you past death. You know what I mean? I think because I've got 2 or 3 videos that are marked private that are for my kids. I've already made those videos. You know what I mean? I'll probably make some more. It'll be for just them. You know, at different stages in their lives. You know, maybe I can help them, maybe I can't. If something should happen to me, those are already there. I don't know if they'll be able to find them or retrieve them or whatever, because, you know, Facebook, fortunately now, I mean, like when somebody deceases, that, you know, that somebody can get the rights or, you know, the ability to get in and get the password to, you know, once they, you know, YouTube realizes somebody actually has deceased, and they get the rights to, you know, to be able to let somebody have the password to go in there and keep the channel going, or the Facebook page, because I've had a lot of friends on Facebook who've passed. I think that's something, you know, like you said. I think you know, YouTube. There's gonna become a point, because I mean, look, this thing started around 2008, 2006. You know,
2006.
yeah, it's been up 10 years, 11 years. There's gonna be a point where people are gonna. It's gonna be like the, you know, 30s and 40s in the movies, like these old networks, AMC and stuff. You're gonna see a lot of people who are passed. You know.
Right. Well, some of us anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we live, you know.
You know, I think
you're gonna see a lot of
you're
people.
going to see people who make it big. Personally, I don't think you're going to see a lot of the channels that you know made an appearance. Like hell, my channel, for instance, could be considered that. You know, I'm making an appearance on YouTube. You know, I'm here. I haven't made it big. I hope to make it big someday. You know, I mean, that's what I think we all strive for, is to make it big on YouTube.
Right.
But, oh, I can't say that, because I know there's people that just put up videos just to put them up. You know.
Yeah. Look at the guy who did. I just saw his first time I ever watched it was today, actually. Fairly Odd. Remember Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Little cartoon.
Yeah.
He has a YouTube channel. And he's, you know, exploring this. It does have ads running on it, but he does some awesome work. He, like, basically, I mean, he's kind of using his old niche, you know, where he does the drawings, but he takes YouTubers and draws them. Famous YouTubers, and makes little stories and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. It's very cool.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know why, but that brought me back to the issue of backlinks. And you got to explain.
Let's talk about that later.
You got to explain that to me later, man, because yeah, I want to know.
Guys, I'm gonna sign off here. I got a pretty good buzz. I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
All right, Drum baby, stay sexy. We're probably gonna wrap this up, because now it's just me and Rebel, and as sexy as we all are, you know. You can't see me, you know. Drone, thank you so much, my friend, and believe it, man, you got a real mail call coming, my friend.
You got it, brother. It's been fun, man. Rebel, always good to see you, sir.
Good seeing you, Drone. Take care of yourself, buddy.
I'm still trying to put together what I want to do for it, because I want to do something special for it. You know, I was thinking about deep frying a grilled cheese sandwich or something, but That might be a
Sounds
little.
good.
That might be a little bit heart attack-ish. You know. All right, brother. You have a sweet, sweet dream. Okay, and we'll see you
You got it.
Later.
Love you, man.
Hi, guys.
Dark, how many people we have watching?
5 people.
You want to call it? What you want to do? It's
Yeah,
almost 4.
let's call it, baby. Let's call it. All right. You want to say
Thank
anything
you,
to
guys.
5 people?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all the YouTubers, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you. I appreciate you, and guys, stay busy doing what you're doing. Make your dreams come true.
That's right, baby. That's right. Stay sexy. All
Stay
right.
sexy.
All right. Me and Rebel are your buddy. We're your friends. And we're out. Okay? So have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.